How's it slouching, my dudettes? Welcome back to the OCBeans podcast. This is episode 9. I'm here. This is your boy Oscar.
Co-host Caesar.
Co-host Sergio. And then we have Brian breathing into the mic over there.
Special guest, dude.
You're not as fucking
Special guest B. Ryan, dude.
And we got
What am I?
El,
Whatever you want to be.
El Patron.
Yeah, dude, you can be a woman, but you'll never be a woman.
El Mamon.
El Mamon.
I am
El
master of debaters, Javier.
Javier. Alright then. So
Bold title you're
bold
claiming
title.
there.
Yeah. Wait, did you say it was episode 9?
9?
Yeah,
Yeah,
cool.
episode 9.
Just make sure.
All right.
Then
So-
I don't want to lose track of it.
Yeah. So what are our topics today, boys? Surely we've been thinking of them while taking that 4 hours to eat.
Surely.
We got married. That was lit.
Yeah.
Good
Oh,
food.
yeah.
Good times.
Congrats.
Congrats.
All right, moving on, guys.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Any hoozles?
so next week we're gonna be talking about divorce.
Oh my
Yes,
God,
dude.
dude.
That means going
You
through
can't
the-
say that, dude. Then people are going to believe that you actually only married for the papers.
But I didn't.
Yeah, bro. What if the fucking agents from the
Well,
government
yeah.
are
Yeah.
like, listen,
What are they listening in?
They got better things to do.
You
They're
say
going to
that.
find out that. All
But
right,
I
so
didn't.
what are we talking about this week?
why are you looking at me?
I don't know, just because you're the closest one to me.
Oh,
You're the
You're
closest
holding my
one.
hand.
All right.
too
You
far.
want to get spicy?
All right, let's get spicy. Let's go.
Do we? No.
Do it.
All right. Should we ban all guns, or should we just ban AR specifically?
Anything semi-automatic. You don't realistically need a semi-automatic assault rifle. It makes no sense.
Or let alone
fully
a
auto.
fully automatic.
Yeah.
I mean, semi-auto, I can see like I mean, it has to be a specific rifle, but you don't really need a rifle. I think.
Why do you need military-grade weapons?
Yeah, you don't.
As a civilian.
Bruh, it's my right.
That's my right.
No.
It's my
Like,
civil.
let's say you come in
No,
to
dude.
my house with an attitude, and I don't like it.
No, you're
Fuck
I
off.
have the right
No, no.
you're allowed
to
whatever
gun you down
weapons
in a video game.
You're allowed whatever weapons when they sign the Constitution.
God
You
damn.
get that fucking long ass thing where you gotta load in the bullet by hand.
A
You get
musket.
that little
If you
rod
want
and
to
shove it in
suffer,
the
dude,
barrel.
go for it. I'll
True.
take it.
You can take the musket all you want, dude.
Yeah,
Shit.
you can have a musket. That's it.
You can take it. Dude. I'll take the finest AR money can buy.
I mean, I wouldn't mind having it, but I really don't think it's necessary.
Oscar, you can barely handle the recoil of a paintball gun. What do you mean?
True.
Motherfucker.
You're gonna destroy your shoulders.
Bro, I've been wanting to destroy my shoulders, dude. Shit.
Yes, I made my cock.
Honestly,
Why don't you go destroy some pussy?
oh, God damn. Honestly, to me, it's same shit. I just want stricter fucking requirements, dude. I want like fucking mental health check, like really fucking strict. Residency, fucking citizenship, a separate gun test. I don't know, you know. I just don't
What if I
want
were to tell you that's already happening?
already happening or
Yeah.
Yeah.
already like being put into.
It's
place?
already in place.
It's already in place.
Yeah.
It's been in
No
place.
fucking shot.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yes.
just not. It doesn't.
The,
there's a
the
lot of
reality
workarounds.
the reality is the majority of the people who get firearms that aren't supposed to get firearms are from what's it called
Just like a dealer or
buying
something.
pre-owned
Yeah,
weapons
from somebody
Or
else.
they get it from family members.
and not like, oh, I'm gonna go to this gun show, because they still do background checks there.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, I know this family member that has a gun and I want to buy it off of him, kind of stuff. Or I saw someone on Facebook, I'm gonna buy their gun.
Yeah, my dude, you can't really stop it. It's like people can pass, as long as you have a clean record, you pass the test realistically. But like the way that other people just get it is just like Brian said, like just off the street, honestly, It's like I just go down the street to your local neighborhood patrol and be like, hey, yo, you got any
well,
blickies?
At that point, it's not strict enough.
It's because they get it. They get it from the black market.
Yeah, essentially, dude.
Oh, well, yeah.
There
So
you go.
you want
Can't really
so
do
you would
anything
want
about that.
restrictions in personal sales.
Yeah, well, yeah.
That's gonna
I
fuck up
mean-
everything else though for personal sales.
How
I mean,
how would you like
Who's fucking chewing right now? Throw that shit away, dude.
Yeah, damn it, Caesar.
here, take it.
I don't want to take it, dude.
Bro, I don't want to take it either.
Put it in your pants.
Fuck off.
swallow?
Just give me a paper or
Bro,
something.
just put that shit in your belly button, dude.
Yeah, true.
Bitters or quitters, fool?
I gotta get the lint out too.
Yes.
Bro, there's nothing but crust in there, dude.
Yeah.
Crust from years of sweat.
Spitters or quitters, dog. You know it.
I mean, yeah.
You ain't gotta
If we
tell
can't
you
do
what
anything
to
about it, then whatever, dude. The world's already fucked.
I'm kind of tired of hearing about like shootings when it's obvious nobody wants to do shit about it.
Same.
True.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
It's just I don't know. Like Republicans, they fear monger and they do this and that. Like the NRA actually recently sent out letters to registered gun owners, and the letters on the front say, "This is your notice of confiscation of your weapon," just to get people to open the letter, just so people can be like. And then the letter is like, "Oh, like we want you to donate to the NRA."
bro,
And I'm like,
Nice.
"Bro,
they're not gonna do that.
yeah." And I was like, "Bro, all you're doing," and they're like, "Oh, it's just so the Democrats can't take your guns." I'm like,
Isn't the better argument that there's fear mongering on both sides?
Yeah, and the Democrats are
Not
Yeah, I was
just
gonna
on
say
one
they just
side.
like
it's
fear
not
monger,
really,
but they
yeah,
won't
either
take
one.
action. They don't do anything. It's like if they're so fucking smart, how come they haven't done anything? How come they're so bad at passing laws?
Well, they technically did for California because they limited some weapons and certain attachments in California specifically. But the reality is the weapons that they were focusing on were mainly ARs when the majority of the shootings were pistols.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, like, it doesn't happen as often. It seems like. I mean, it does happen here, but like, it happens a lot in some other.
And then there's like a moral, not a moral, but it's like you're switching one evil for another. So like, let's say we ban all guns, right? By some fucking magical power, right? We ban all guns. I'm willing to bet that we're gonna become like the UK, where basically it's everyone gets fucking stabbed all the time instead of guns.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's basically.
Yeah,
what's
but
gonna
I mean,
happen,
you can recover from a fucking knife wound. Like,
Well, yeah.
I mean,
depends.
people
If you
tend
have proper self.
I mean, you can recover from a fucking gun wound too.
it's a lot harder.
Not to
What's
the head.
the difference? I
I
mean,
mean, there's more
you-
mass shootings. I don't hear a lot about mass stabbings.
Exactly. Wait,
How
well,
do you-
well,
you gotta
you,
read the news, dude.
you don't live in London. You don't live in England.
You
my-
don't read the
my
UK
guy.
news.
Jesus Christ,
It happens there too.
I've never heard of the Queen getting stabbed.
bro! Over there in the UK, they're fucking
She definitely got stabbed back in the
crazy.
day, dude.
Yeah. dude.
I know I saw videos earlier of some British dudes dueling it out with like machetes and swords.
Oh
and
my
shit.
god,
I
I
saw
saw
that
that.
one,
dude.
yeah,
That
I
was
saw
funny.
He brings out like this fucking weird like twisted sword.
Yeah,
I was like, what the fuck?
I was like, bro.
Ungod.
I was like, what video game is this? It looks good. The
I
graphics
thought
are
it
off
was
the chain.
GTA, dude. Holy shit.
You're like, what cheat code is that? How'd you get that weapon?
GTA RP, dude. Fuck.
Nah, bro. At that point, just fucking carry a fucking katana, dude.
True.
Shit.
I mean, you legally can here in the United States. Here in California, you can.
No, you probably can't.
You can.
I don't know. But California has a lot of strict laws.
Um,
You can't even carry a fucking switchblade.
Not a switchblade, but you can carry a full blown katana. You can carry a
Right.
full blown machete.
But
Yeah. As
Uh-huh.
long as it's in a sheath. If it's a fixed blade, is it visible and in a sheath? You can carry it. Because technically in California, there is no length limit to a blade that you have.
bet.
Yeah.
I thought there was a personal carry rule for blades.
Personal carry?
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah, sounds about.
I'm
right.
almost certain that
Sounds-
there was a personal carry rule.
That sounds
uh,
pretty right to me.
It can't be over a certain length.
Hmm.
I'm gonna carry
I don't
fucking
know,
King
man.
Arthur's sword.
All
on my
I know
hip.
is that when I used to work with Caesar, I saw a guy fucking walking up and down the fucking sidewalk with a fucking Bowie knife in his fucking.
Bro, I would have closed the doors and just closed
not
the store.
a Bowie knife, but sheathed, like you see the sheath and everything.
Still, dude.
Fucking Bowie knife. Like, holy shit!
I'll be
this
like,
shit-
hey, I'm calling.
Bro,
I'm not feeling
bro.
good. I'm going home.
Bowie knives are fucking huge, dude.
Dude, that's like double damage
Like-
against zombies, dude.
I'm
Dude, I
calling the
know.
police.
All right, the next question is: would you rather be shot or fucking machete?
I'd rather be
death.
shot. I'd rather get
I'd rather
shot.
get
Bend down or
I
machete?
think it's
I'd rather
shot.
get
Probably get machete.
How many shots though?
However many it takes to kill you. For you, I think if they go for chest or like body general, they're gonna
Or are
be.
we talking to die?
let's-
I mean,
let's-
it's still
gonna be
probably
a lot.
better.
Let's get a
Yeah,
Ouija
sure.
board, and then we'll ask cartel members, and then we'll fly to Colorado to Columbine, and then ask the Columbine kids,
True.
like, what do you prefer?
Because
What hurt more?
if we're talking about machete, it's gonna be like fucking cartel style, right? Like fucking.
yeah.
I think in a brawl, I think people are just gonna be fucking hacking at you like a tree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I think at that point just getting shot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, because
Probably
there's
easier.
a chance that you're probably, let's say you get machetes and then you're going to get cut and then it's not going to go all the way through, so you're going to have like a
Mhm.
big ass gash.
Yeah. Oh, dude, I saw some fucking. I was about to say art. Some dumbass was wielding a machete and he was just like flailing around to like
Get
seem
him-
manly, and then he like
Oh, he gets
slices his
himself.
back. Yeah.
Yeah.
You just see like a big ass fucking like slice of bologna on from his fucking back.
You know, like those like the Japanese omelets when they cut it from the top and it splits open.
Yeah.
It's like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's just fucking disgusting.
I saw this one that made me laugh really hard. It was this girl on TikTok, and she was she had a big ass knife, the one we have,
saw that.
and she was going like this, like
Yeah.
making a stabbing
Oh, I
motion,
saw that.
and then when she goes like that, her arm twists like this, and you see the edge of the knife just running,
Oh fuck!
just cut the
Yeah,
side of her face,
I
and
saw
she's like,
that.
and she like puts the knife down, and you see her like go like this, and then she like moves her hand, and you just see like blood just like, and I was like,
Blood's coming
yo,
Yeah.
She got lucky though.
She
Could've
did.
been a
she
lot
could have
worse.
cut off her whole eye.
Almost.
She should
Could
have.
have been a lot worse.
Coulda-
She should have.
Could have gotten a badass fucking scar, dude.
Hey man.
She probably did.
I mean, at least you know that she survived. You know, the cameraman always lives. The cameraman always lives.
True. It'd be like that though. It'd really be like that.
That's just the way it is, man.
Yeah. Did you hear about that guy in Texas? He like he was shooting his gun into the sky, and then he told his neighbors to like. His neighbors asked him to stop because they're like, "Oh, hey, like my kid's sleeping. Like, can you not do that? Like, or not as close to my house." And he's like, "Oh, fuck you," and blah blah. And the guy's like, "Whatever. Like, I'll just call the cops, and they'll tell you to stop. Like, doing it so close to my house." So the guy got mad, and he went in and he shot like. He started chasing after a neighbor to kill him, and the guy ran, and he shot the guy's wife, like his like 8-year-old kid, and like 2 other people. I don't know. It was like a couple other people. It was like 5 dead people, and then he's on the run.
Cool.
I'm like,
Sick,
oh,
dude.
fuck.
Those
I was like, thanks, Texas.
Sick
Yeah,
as
dude.
fuck, dude. I hope I meet him when I go
sick as
there
fuck
next week.
restrictions, man.
And then the governor, instead of like being like understanding, like, oh, there's a terrible tragedy, like we hope to resolve the situation. He's like, that kid was illegal. Like I was
Real?
like, yeah, and I was like, what does the kid's like immigration status have to do with it? Like, bro is dead.
Bruh.
I was like, you're in a wheelchair. I was like, what does it matter?
I don't know, dude. I'm about to look that up later. That seems
I'm gonna go
fucking
push him down
surreal
some
to
stairs,
me.
bro. I hate that governor.
Jesus Christ.
I got beef with him.
Which one?
Governor Abbott.
We don't hate you. We don't hate you.
I
Or
just
do
like that man.
YouTube disclaimer. YouTube disclaimer.
Yeah.
In a video game.
Yeah, in a video.
Everything we
in
say
Min-
is in a video game.
I'm gonna unalike
in
him
Minecraft,
Mm-hmm.
respectfully,
bro.
No.
bro. That guy's he's just a dick.
All right, so we can move on from this, I think. Talk about
Let's
something
talk about
a little bit-
abortions.
We did already.
Oh, well, let's ask them too. What I asked you guys last time.
What?
All right.
So,
Part two.
oh, I guess yeah, part 2.
Yeah, we already talked.
So, what's your girlfriend's name again?
Who?
Your girlfriend?
Casey.
No,
Casey,
he doesn't
your
have
wife?
a girlfriend, dude.
He has a
What the fuck is
wife.
wrong
Tu
with
esposa.
Casey.
now.
Casey Tron?
Yeah, Casey's son.
Okay, Casey. So,
Casey
Casey comes
Tron.
in busting to the
you?
door
Busted?
with the gun,
Uh-huh.
and she puts this gun to your head, and she says, I'm pregnant. What do you want to do with it? What is your answer?
I mean, I don't think he has a
Keep
choice
it.
now. Yeah, I don't
Keep
think he
it.
has
I want
Keep
a
it.
kid. It's not a big deal for me.
Okay, see? How come you can't answer like that?
Well, you can't
You
trust
gave, like,
Javier.
the
dude.
bitchiest answer ever.
You can't trust Javier. One, he already went through this and it didn't work out. Two, he already said, "Oh, I don't fucking want kids. I hate kids every time." And then now he wants a kid. Now
But
that
he might have
I
a
don't-
change
I don't
of heart
want- I don't
because of
want-
this chick, dude.
I don't want
Yeah.
misbehaved
Wait.
as kids.
It's you didn't.
Dude, you keep changing your mind.
It's because there's a lot of factors. Like in the long run, yeah, I do want kids, but there's a lot of genetic components to it. The fact that sometimes Casey has like some issues with like her reproductive system, and we don't. It's gonna be probably way too hard to actually get kids. So it's something that we thought about, and we're like, oh, maybe we'll go like through the adoption process. But that's stupid expensive. Like it's gonna cost me like $30,000 to buy a small black child. That's wild.
Dude,
Yeah.
buy one?
Yeah, you get to buy one.
I mean,
That sounds.
how Brian initially stated it
Illegal.
was, what? Would you want the kid now?
Yeah, like literally right now.
Well, yeah, not like down the line, but now.
Well, he answered it in that way. He said yes.
He said
He
yes.
would keep it.
You're putting words in his mouth to let him.
I mean, she's.
He didn't
like-
say, "Oh,
No,
I mean,
no,
if
no,
this
no.
was if this was like me right now, like maybe in the future I would," but he didn't say anything like that.
I didn't see.
He just
I
said
didn't say
yes.
that
I
either.
would.
Though.
You did.
No,
You better go watch and listen and listen
Yeah.
to it.
I
You
did. I edited that. You didn't watch it, dude.
I mean,
Yeah.
I've almost been a dad like twice,
That's what I just.
so and a stepdad once. So
SMH, right? See,
It's
this is what
not-
I'm talking about. Dude.
So I'm gonna kick your ass, dude.
like I was almost a stepdad at like 18.
Well, yeah, we already know that.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not good.
All right, Oscar, gun to
We
your
already,
head.
know, we already know the answer.
Whoever
No, gun to
this
your head.
Canadian chick.
Dude, we're not gonna talk about guns, dude.
Properly fucking
Ask
say
the
it the way you
question.
said it last week.
Ask a normal
I don't
question,
remember. I need to watch it again.
SMH.
dude. Would you want to have a
So
like, let's
okay,
say
at this
you're-
current point in time of your life,
No, that's not how you
No
said it. either.
guns. No guns. No guns.
Okay. So
Okay.
at this
Let's
point,
this
somebody
the Canadian chick says, "Hey, Oscar,
Oh
I'm
my-
pregnant."
or anybody
Indian
else.
chick?
Whoever
Anybody
it
else,
is,
it won't be us.
anyone else,
Okay.
imaginary girlfriend,
Okay.
whatever, says, "Hey, Oscar, I'm
Your
pregnant.
wife-
What do you want to do?"
I'm not ready, dog. I'm not
Your
ready.
wife would-
No.
yeah,
You
that's
said
right.
no.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, there you
No.
go. See.
No.
Your
but,
wife would do.
but later down the line, would you?
Yeah. Not now. Not
Okay,
now.
Yeah.
Not
Yeah,
now.
There we go.
I mean, the only reason I would say yes is because I'm a little bit more prepared than like dumbass teenagers are,
Yeah.
and dumbass teenagers still make it.
Fair.
I mean, yeah, sure, but
Like I knew this one kid in high school. I'm not gonna say his name, but when we graduated, he had 2 kids from 2 different women.
Nice.
cool.
Not even women; it was girls. Because I mean, we were still in high school.
Dude, I
Yeah,
don't know what you're talking
I
about.
know.
That's top G behavior, dude.
PUBG.
I don't know about that.
Dude, that's literally like evolution. I don't know what you're talking about. Dude. You gotta put your seed in as many. people
Nah,
as you
what
can.
the fuck, dude? This is not
True.
1864
Nah,
where
dude,
you're
this
like
is top
a
G.
father by 15 and then like dead by 27.
Yeah,
Like, it's
that's
not that
that's all
deep.
you gotta do.
No,
Damn,
calm
I didn't know
down.
we were-
It's,
That's top G.
no, it's not 1915 Mexico. Calmate.
I didn't know we were back in the Unga Bunga days.
As his computer, he fucking unga bunga that.
And then why are you always fucking not wearing any shoes, dude? Freaking
He's comfy, dog.
He's trying to keep himself humble.
SMH, dude.
Damn.
Damn.
You broke your PS5.
SMH.
All right.
Fucking alcohol.
So, winning the lottery, part 2.
You want to do that one?
I mean, we can just quickly talk about
Yeah.
it. 'cause-
Okay.
Have them go through it.
All right.
What was the? Okay, I'll go through this again.
Mm-hmm.
So, you win the lottery, right?
Yeah.
It's 30 million, but you know,
So like,
taxes is half.
you get
you
yeah,
get
basically
15.
yeah, that's fine.
What is your most expensive, ridiculous, stupid purchase? And then what do you do with the money?
A private jet.
Private jet for you?
Private jet.
How
for
much
me.
are they?
And then what do you do with the rest of the money?
A private jet like 3 mil.
Okay,
Okay.
it's a good investment.
But what would you do with the rest of the money?
Probably get a house.
And that's it?
Yeah, pretty much. Like
You won't do anything else with the money? Just live off of
Buy
it?
all the cards in the world, dude.
shit. Get a master set of the fucking of all the Yu-Gi-Oh master set Yu-Gi-Oh. Fuck no. I don't know. I really, literally, all I'd want was a fucking house. I could the rest of the money could sit in my bank, invest it. Probably invest would be a smarter idea. Invest whatever I don't use, like right off the bat. I just invest it. You know,
Respectfully, I call cachucha.
respectfully, it is cachucha.
Yeah, I feel like his family would go Ben's family style on him and just drain him for his assets.
Fuck.
Bro, that's
Don't
what.
say anything. It just disappeared. Dude.
Yeah, I would literally just
Jeez.
blink of an eye. Peace.
You think so? You think you could dip on your mom like that?
I could.
Oh, okay, cool.
Well, he doesn't
Okay.
have to tell them. He could just like buy it, like be like, oh, okay, I'm doing good at my job. I'm just gonna move out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it. That's all he has to
And
say.
then your mom's like, I'm gonna visit you, and she pulls up to like a huge ass house.
I'll just tell her I'm getting relocated. To
And you're like,
fucking-
oh, I'm renting it.
No,
No.
I live in Japan now.
yeah, literally. I'd be like,
Alright.
yeah, I live in Japan.
That's
So
what,
what
that's
would-
what I was
what
talking
would you
about with
do?
Caesar too.
Me?
Yeah.
But he's not
What?
done, dude. Let him
Oh,
cook.
yeah.
Well, he said he wanted to invest, and that was it.
Yeah, invest.
Let him cook. Dude.
Invest
he was,
in what?
He was like
Tell us,
going
King.
into it, into details.
Yeah,
You
go
can't
go
just
into.
cut
You
him
gotta go
off.
into the details.
What are you investing in,
Oscar.
King?
This is
I mean-
what happened last time when I was
No
talking about
Dogecoin.
Japan,
I'll
dude.
fucking kick
What do,
that.
what do you have against
Why
Japan? bro?
Dogecoin?
It's 11 cents a share, dude. What a steal.
Dude,
True.
this deal, I bought it for
Bruh.
7.
All right, do you have anything else to say? Oscar?
Well, like, so the most absurd purchase would be the PJ, the private jet, get a house, but that house would probably have to be like somewhere else. Like, I'd probably get a house in Japan because fuck it, why not? We ballin'.
You can have multiple, dude.
Yeah, ball. I could have a vacation home in Japan and then maybe just move out somewhere in the U.S. I don't know.
Is it cheaper in Japan?
It is.
It's pretty cheap.
It's pretty cheap. There's houses.
I wouldn't
over
say
there
it's
for-
like cheap, like Mexico cheap, but it's still
There's
cheap.
some houses out there. I follow an Instagram page. There's like
They're nice.
houses for like 100,000,
Yeah, 'cause they're, like,
56,000.
Yeah, a lot of them are abandoned.
No, a lot. Some of these were like in like Tokyo, like in. Tokyo.
Oh no, yeah. But I'm
Oh.
talking about like the ones like there's some homes like people just they can't pay it anymore,
Mm-hmm.
and they're doing bad in their jobs or whatever, and they just abandon. They literally leave everything in their house and just leave.
Damn.
I've read also that some of those really cheap houses have stipulations on them, as in you are the only person that's allowed to live in there, and you are not allowed to sell the house afterwards, like contract basically, for when you buy the house.
It's just different.
It's very different over there. And also, I hear like some of like the modern houses, they're cheap because they have to get torn down like once every like 20 something years and get rebuilt.
Whack.
Just I mean they get fucking earthquakes out the ass over there, dude.
And tsunamis.
The shit has to get
I
rebuilt.
don't. I mean, there's only been the one big tsunami that I remember.
I mean, they have like monsoon season too.
But yeah.
They gotta rebuild the fucking damage. But yeah, that's it for me. All right.
Me, I'm like very logical with my money. So I'd probably just start buying like, well, I'd first of all buy a decent sized house, not like a fucking mansion, but like like 4
Give us a
bedroom.
price
4 or
range.
5, yeah.
A price
Really?
range?
Like a mill's good.
Yeah, because of the price of like Orange County, I'd say like 1.2 mil for like a 4 bedroom, 3 bathroom house. Like nice driveway, like no HOA because I hate HOAs. Sorry, I don't hate
Facts.
HOAs. I don't like HOAs. They suck. From my experience, from my current condo, it's just not a good experience. Like 2, 3 like plausible cars. Like I would have like a commuter car,
The weekend.
which is just like my daily, and then I have an SUV, which is when we go on big trips and stuff to like Big Bear, and then like obviously like my wife would have her own car, like whatever car she wanted. I don't really care. And the good thing is she's not into luxury, so
Unless you have money.
You
don't
say
know.
that.
Yeah,
Nah,
dude.
you say that.
no, I've told her I
nah.
was like, hey, like when I get like my foreman job, like I'm gonna be making $70-something an hour, like any car you want is pretty much available, and she's like,
Lamborghini.
Lamborghini Urus.
Lamborghini Mercy.
I mean, it's not even just the like because it's expensive, but like some cars are just generally nicer inside when they're more expensive.
Mm-hmm.
It's not even. I'm not even talking about like, like instead of like having like a Nissan, you could have like an Infinity's like it's the same thing, but it's like still nicer.
No, I think
stuff
for
like
me
that.
it'd be like the new what's the new one? The new Acura.
The
One they just
Acuras are
brought
on.
back.
The
The TLX?
NSX.
The TLX, or are you talking about the Integra? Integra.
Integra.
I'd buy an Integra. Like it'd be like a nice sporty car. It'd be fun to have that on the
They're nice.
weekend. Yeah,
The
Well, a
Lamborghini.
few of my
Urus.
coworkers have them. I've seen them.
yeah. I'd also probably my like big investment would be apartment structures.
Nice.
Because at least I'll have like even if I decide not to work anymore, like I can at least have like income coming in. Like yeah, I have to pay property taxes and sewage and trash and all this stuff, but it's fairly decent income.
So what you're saying is you want to take advantage of people that are struggling.
No, I'm gonna
people
help
have-
people that are struggling.
I'm just kidding.
I'm gonna help people that are struggling, and I would like invest in like helping my friends too.
Damn, dude,
You
you
know.
remember this?
Yeah, I'd buy out this apartment structure and kick out the guy from upstairs. Like, I'm
Mike
gonna call
Wazowski?
Sullivan, and I'm like, I am Sullivan. You know?
True. It's actually not Sullivan anymore.
Oh,
It's
it's not?
funny. They changed it. Yeah, they changed their name.
Bro.
But
What would be your ridiculous purchase?
oh yeah,
The
Yeah.
apartment structures.
yeah. I guess it's pretty good.
I mean, that's only dumb thing I would think.
I guess that counts.
Well,
Or
I
if
It's
mean-
like more like an investment than.
I mean, if I had time, like,
Well, like it's a ridiculous amount of money, right?
if I had the like the resources, I'd probably hire a hitman and shit. You know, get back at the people that wronged me in the past.
Wait, the bald guy from the games?
What?
Wait, what?
The bald guy from Breaking Bad?
No. All right, never mind. Anyway.
Oh, the guy from the theater.
Oh yeah, him
Yeah.
too.
That's number one in your list, right?
Yeah,
Was there anything else that I asked? No, huh?
that lady at the meat counter today.
No,
No,
kind of we like you were going on for a while about
I
your family.
tangented into a lot on that.
No,
one.
no, it wasn't a tangent. It was just you're just really getting frustrated by your family. So
Oh yeah, there was that, but I don't know if you
Oh,
would have
here I got
continued.
a good one. So, you know, we're all pushing our getting close to our 30s, right? We're
Yeah.
getting older, getting wiser. Hopefully,
Not me.
some of us
you're
you know,
halfway there.
still need
Oscar.
to grow a little bit.
young, dumb, and full of cum.
But
Keep
what
it-
is
keep
what
it-
is one thing that you sort of like kind of followed as a kid, whether it be like morally or like ideologically, but then later as you grew older, you became to realize like, you know, maybe this isn't the right thing to follow
For you personally, or
for
in
you
general?
personally.
Okay, that's cool. Valid question. We're getting spiritual here.
Oh, that's a real thinker.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
You want to start then? You giving it some thought? Okay.
So one thing, so for me being like really part of a sort of like a religious family, like I was really like gullible at times, and I thought, you know, there was like the good in people. Like I always try to see the good in people, for the most part. But I later, you know, as I grew older, I started to realize, you know, people aren't always, you know, doing things for you know, to better you, but
They just kind of
it's
look
mainly
after
to like
themselves.
for themselves, for their own
Yeah.
benefit.
So people only have themselves in mind, like their own self-interest. Yeah.
Of course.
I for me, it was just like realizing that religion is not what makes you a good person. Just being a genuinely good person is what makes you a good person. Often the people you surround yourself with are a reflection of you. I don't know. I just always
So if I'm acting gay, that means you're all gay too.
we're all gay. No, it's just
Goddamn.
like I don't know. There's certain things that make a person. I think their friends and families are definitely one of them. I definitely stopped. My family, we come from a lot of like gang members and shit like that. And that was for me, it was a turning point when I just like didn't want to do it anymore, and I turned away from that. And I was like, no, I want to be successful. I want to make something of myself. Because I don't know, it just didn't seem appealing to me anymore. Like at 11, I saw my uncle go to prison for a murder he didn't commit, and he just got it this past year. I'm 27. Like he missed all of his kids' like high school graduations. He missed the birth of his first grandchild. You know, he missed so many monuments in life. He had to come out, and when he went in, like we didn't even have iPhones, and he comes out and we're like on iPhone like 13 or 14, and we're like here, and we give it to him, and he's like, "What is this? Like, why does the screen react? Like I can watch videos on this. Like that's nuts." Yeah, I'll take a Sprite. Yeah, it's just, it sucks. And I don't know. I think that one of the things that made me like open my eyes towards like gang membership is because, you know, my uncle always talked about his homies and how they were like, oh yeah, they're like family. Fool.
Open your
Like,
eyes in what sense? Like to see the darker side of things, or like
no,
the
to see
realization of certain things?
the fact that he treated them so well. Like he always had them over. Like my grandparents put like food in their mouths to give them a place to sleep. They gave them alcohol and water and, you know, whatever they needed. Like they were there for, you know, the homies. And then when my grandparents sink all their money into getting my uncle a lawyer, none of those so-called homies ever came by to check on my grandparents. My grandparents did not move for over a decade. And in that time, they never checked up on my grandparents. They never said, oh, like, can I buy you guys, like, a bag of beans or, you know, a bag of frijoles, like, a bag of rice? Like, can I bring you water? Or even just to come and talk to my grandparents. You know, where was the family? Where were the homies in that? And that's one of those turning point for me where I was like, well, they only care for you when it's in their own self-interest. They're just like religious people. So that's when I just decided to be like, oh, like, I'll figure out who I am. I don't need to base my personality on who my family is. You know, and that's when I also changed my friend group from drug dealers and gangbangers to Caesar.
Definite upgrade.
Yeah, I remember when I first met Caesar, he was putting milk boxes in his shorts and PE to make it look like he had an erection. He just weirded people out. And he would like walk towards people and like point it at them, like trying to touch them with it, just to make them uncomfortable. And the teacher would be like, Caesar, because everyone thought like Caesar was like super special ed.
True.
Well, now.
Like he's not all there, but he'll run during the mile.
He'll run.
No, he never ran. He
Who wants to
Yeah, he definitely
volunteer
did.
next?
I was with him on PE and
No.
he just walked.
I never ran.
Bro.
No, this was in middle school, dude.
Oh, okay, my bad.
Back in the days.
Yeah.
In the golden age.
Before you had a beard, Sergio.
I don't know. I had a mustache in middle school.
Damn.
Dude, I barely had hair on my nuts.
That was mean to last year, dog.
I had like
Well, it was more like a mustache like Oscar
Mm.
in middle school.
a dainty one.
Dainty.
Yeah, like a little bit, like
Yeah.
you know, like
Mine was like that my freshman year of high school.
yeah. I
And
wasn't.
I
I was
shaved it
like, I shaved it off for
Yeah.
my what do you call it? Because there's like a graduation thing party in
Mhm.
Mexico. Because in Mexico it's different. You don't have like 4 grades in high school. You have 3 in middle school and 3 in high school.
Mm-hmm.
So when you graduated from like 9th grade into high school, 10th grade over there, they had like a kind of like a graduation prom thing. Kind of.
There's I went to a middle school in Westminster where elementary school was kindergarten all the way to 6th grade. Middle school was just 7th and 8th, and then 9th through 12 was high school. But when I moved over here to Orange County, like middle school was 6th, 7th, and 8th. So it was weird for me. And in 8th grade, I was actually supposed to do the frog dissection thing. And then when I transitioned to a different district, they're like, oh no, like we do that in 7th grade. So I completely skipped that. I never got to do it. And it was the one thing in education I was looking forward to.
I can buy
I'm
one
so
if
salty
you
about
really want to.
You did
You
a
want
frog?
something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's like one.
Down.
I was on edge that day, dude. I was just
I did a
ready to dodge anything thrown at me. I was not getting fucking frog
Bro,
guts.
We're tangenting
on my
too
shit.
much, dude. We could talk about beards and then fucking frog dissection.
It's good for you.
Who's next?
Oscar, you want to say something?
I forgot what the question was.
Cocks
though.
up if you're next.
What was the question? Just like how
So, what is something that you believed when you were younger, whether it be morally or ideologically, but then you later came to, or not later came to realize, but you sort of became a bit more wiser to the moral standings.
moral standings? I mean, much like you guys, I grew up in a pretty not really religious household, but it was pretty religious. I was like, yeah. I couldn't really do much not on my own. Not that I couldn't do much on my own, but it was more like, you have to do this. You have to do your communion. You have to do this, that. I'm all like, I don't wanna. It's like, this shit just got shoved towards me, and I just had to deal with it. Just for me to be like, right now, it's like, I don't really care.
Yeah.
It's either, we're going to church on Sunday. I'm like, they drag my ass out. I'm all like, I guess. Nowadays, it's just like, just don't go, They still tell me, hey, let's go. I'm all like, I'm good. I'm gonna go do something else. I don't want to be like guided around like a fucking sheeple man. But there are things that like my grandparents have like taught me and shit. But like I still like hold true to those values. You
To
know,
some of them.
To some of them, yeah. You know.
You filtered out what you believed was,
Yeah.
better suited for you.
Yeah, better suited for me. Like not like in a religious sort of way, but more like in like a respecting other people kind of way. You know, show respect. You know, that's how I grew. That's how my grandfather fucking raised me. So that's just how I turned out. You know. And I believe in everything he told me. I'm like, yep, 100%. You know. He wouldn't force anything on me. He would just, sit down with me. We'd have a chat and, talk about it. And he'd, like, tell me things, And, it's... Some of those ideologies just stuck with me more than others.
And what is one thing that you still hold from
Just
what you were taught?
From what I was taught, just respect people.
Just one.
Respect people.
Just general respect towards others?
Just respect others. There's no need to be a fucking dick to anyone. Just respect them, Give people some respect. Put some respect on their name, man.
And what is one that you dropped that you realized?
One that I dropped?
This is not for me.
Where fucking... If you respect someone, they'll respect you back. And I see a lot of like respect one way, and I don't receive respect back sometimes. So that's the thing about like I don't believe in that part. I still believe in giving people respect. I respect it. I respect everyone, but like
you're never expecting it back.
I'm never expecting it back now.
That's one of the things I can say about Oscar is that through and through, I've always seen that he thoroughly does respect people, even when they do him dirty. Like I think I get mad more on Oscar's behalf than he gets mad. Like, I think I have more beef with Oscar's family, and I barely know them, than he does. Like, he's like, oh, well, it is what it is. I mean, I'm like, no, dude, like, you can't let them do this shit to you. Like, I get heated, like, thinking about it. And, like, it kind of sucks, to see your friend go through shit that isn't fair, or you see he's not being treated fairly. But through and through, Oscar is very respectful of everybody. And it's nice, but there has to be a limit to, there has to be a degree where you have to say no and put your foot down. And... Oscar's gotten better at it. He's not great at it, but he's gotten better at it. So yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Who's next?
Well, I was actually gonna ask you guys a question. On since you guys all pretty much kind of said something about religion, or not all you guys did. How many of you guys did all your like Catholic stuff?
I did everything.
I did everything.
I only did the first communion. I never did the confirmation.
Didn't do confirmation?
No.
So you guys technically can get married by the church?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I don't see a reason to.
True.
Well, I did it because I did want to get married, and I was told growing up, "Oh, you got to do this if you want to get married."
Yeah.
I was like,
No,
I get married. So.
I think my parents' religiousness gradually dropped as I got older, and then by the time I was like ready to do my confirmation, my parents were like, "Oh yeah, we're gonna send you here." I'm like, "Okay, I guess." And then they just never did, and we never got around to it. It went to the point where we were going to church every single weekend, to like once a month, to only like special holidays like Christmas and Easter and things like that. To now, I don't think we've gone in like.
Where is it? Are your mom and your stepdad married?
No.
Okay, then that's probably what makes sense.
I mean, we used to go a lot when I was young.
No, I know, but like if they don't even do that, like they can't. I see how they kind of just dropped it.
Yeah.
If they're already.
I mean, my parents did like all of it too.
Yeah, but growing up too, like especially back then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You mean like your dad, or your stepdad?
My stepdad. Like they did all of it. They did the confirmation. They did everything. Because my stepdad was raised very religious, and my mom was raised very religious as well.
Yeah.
But I think the cool part was that they realized that it wasn't for them, and they allowed me to kind of do my own thing. And I just tell them like, oh, I don't go by a Bible or a Quran or anything. I just say, oh, don't be a cunt. Like I don't know why someone needs to tell you to not, essay other people or children. Don't unalive other people. Like I don't think somebody has to tell me that to know that it's morally wrong.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's valid.
But,
it's a good the Invisible Bible for you.
Yeah.
Anybody else want to answer that question from earlier?
Yeah, no, good. It was just like a kind of on topic, but no. Gracias.
No.
I mean, there is things, but I don't really want to
want to
think.
get deeper.
I don't really want to think about it too much.
It's just shit you don't want to dig up. Just you buried it deep and you'd rather not think about
Is it like elbow deep or is it?
Is it like half body, like half your body deep? Like
Nah, no, it's not like that.
I was like, God damn, dude, like freaking. It's
So
not
you don't want a shirt? You don't have to if you don't want to.
Yeah, you don't have to. I mean, it's like it can't mean you. Is this in the confidence, dude? This in confidence.
Don't worry, dude. We'll get you drunk one day and we'll find out.
Don't worry, dude.
Good luck.
Don't worry.
Good luck, dude.
I'll just
Good tolerance.
I'm gonna censor it from the thing. This is not gonna.
No, I'm good.
Yeah, you don't believe me?
Yeah.
Nothing at all, really?
Okay. What about you?
Well, I don't want to seem boring either, but pretty much kind of the way I grew up. I grew up religious, but even then, I didn't really do it for too much for as being like a religious person as much as I did it for my mom. And I don't regret it. So the stuff that I did so because my mom and my grandma both always been religious, but then I've always wanted them to be happy, so then I just did it for them. I didn't really
No, but to the other question, the previous question, not the.
Yeah, no, I don't really have anything because I was gonna get to that because everything that I've always stood for before, I'm pretty much still standing by. Not really.
And you never had one thing you'd want to drop,
Not really.
or
no.
you did drop on the way as you aged.
I mean, I guess you could say, my opinion, a little bit of just any like sort of normally consumed like vices or like alcohol use or
Self control.
stuff like that. I mean, because before I was just kind of like I would like look like differently at people that did it more, or like or that did it in general, like smoke or like drugs. I mean, I still don't really condone any drug use outside of marijuana or anything like that, like cocaine and stuff like that, heroin. It's just kind of like not something I want to be associated with, but I'm a little bit more lenient on stuff like because before I would be like, you're drinking, I kind of just be like, I don't really want to be around you, like it's not really my thing, which is actually, funnily enough, it's one of the reasons that Luis was always like more on like the
At his arm's distance.
yeah, because to me he's like he was always doing all this stuff, and I didn't really care for any of that stuff, so I was just like, whatever. And then he would always talk to me when he was doing that stuff, and I would just be like, you know what, I don't want to deal with it. So, but I've changed in a way that I'm just more like, if you want to do what you want to do, that's okay with me. I can be around people like they like to do it, but personally, I still don't really like to do it as much. So, or don't really. I mean, I don't really smoke or anything like that, or do drugs outside of drinking one drink or anything like that. But yeah, that's about it, I guess. Nothing too crazy. I learned to like not like put judgment on people that do it as much, or like like not look at them any differently than they normally would. So I would say I matured, and learn just to respect what people want to do, and that's fine. Just not worry about it. That's about it. But besides that, everything is the same. Because I mean, those values still kind of apply to me because I don't really do it, but I don't mind if people do it anymore. So yeah, that's about it.
Understandable.
Not to get too deep or anything.
Not to get too deep.
Not to get too deep.
Elbow deep.
Balls deep.
A little bit. I mean, you guys kind of already seen that though. Like,
Yeah.
it's not that surprising from me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, something I've it's kind of similar. Something I think as I've gotten older, I've learned is okay. Is that I don't have to bend over backwards for other people.
I mean, you still have to when you get home.
Oh,
True.
God damn.
No. I mean, like, I used to put myself through hell, like, just being a yes person. Like, I could never say no to a friend. I could never set boundaries. When I was under a lot of stress and kind of dealing with going to school and going to work and doing this and that and trying to, figure my shit out, and I would never say no to anybody. where like
Even-
my friend was like, "Oh, hey, I want to hang out." I'm like, "All right, cool, let's go." And we go, and I'd be panicking because I'm like, "Oh fuck!" Like this other friend said they wanted to hang out at 6:30, and it's already 6, and I'm still hanging out with person A, and I need to go to person B, and I got like I would always overextend myself, and I'm like, "Oh fuck!" And then tomorrow, like, I gotta wake up at 4 a.m. to go to work, and then I'd have to get up and go to work, and then right after they're like, "Hey, I'm moving from Tustin to Santa Ana. Can you help me move?" "Yeah, sure. Yeah, I'll be there." And then like I'd go and like help this person, and then like I'd go and help them. I wouldn't get like, you know, like they're like, "Oh yeah, like I'll buy you food or something." I'm like, "All right, cool." I wouldn't get like food. I wouldn't get gas money. I wouldn't get anything. I would do a lot of favors for my family and never get paid. You know, when it was like huge favors, like I'd have to drive from like the middle of Orange County all the way out to like Corona or Chino Hills to go drop a family member off or something. And they were like, "Oh, like I'll give you $5 for gas." Nothing. And I remember always trying to keep my friends close, and because I was so desperate for the validation, you know, because I was needy, because I didn't have anybody, not just romantically, but because my parents were living their own lives. My mom was kind of doing her own thing and living her life, and my stepdad never liked me, and my sister was super young. Like, I'm 11 years older than her, so it's not like there's much for us to connect on. So I felt very alone, and I felt that the only way I could not feel alone is through friends. And now I've learned to like let go, and like there's a couple of people that I don't talk to anymore, and because they don't want to talk to me. And before I would have bent over backward to stay in their lives, and now I'm just like, you don't want to talk to me? That's cool. I'm gonna go fuck. Your loss. And then a couple years later, they're like, "Hey, how are you? Like, do you want to talk about?" And I shut them down. I'm like,
So
no.
you're picking and choosing more wisely where you want to invest your personal time into, right?
Yeah. I think now I've learned a lot better. And because of that, I've surrounded myself with people I genuinely like. Like, I really enjoy doing this with you guys whenever I can. And I'm not afraid to say no. Whereas, like, last week, I was not here. And you guys knew I couldn't make it. I didn't have to verbally say it, but you're like, "Oh, he's probably busy. He's doing shit."
Yeah, we're
Like, he
holding it
just got
against you,
married.
though.
But, like, obviously,
You
like,
can still talk shit about it.
yeah, like, I couldn't
It's an
make
opportunity.
it, but it's not something that was like I'm like, damn, like that sucks, like I can't make it to the podcast, but I understand I have to go do this and this.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I knew that sometimes it's okay to say no, it's okay to not show up.
Yeah.
Because of that, I've surrounded myself with fucking great friends. You know, there's friends I've let go that show up every once in a while, and like, yeah, we're still friendly, we're okay, but like, can I say like, oh, if I have an emergency, can I call them? No. Who was that?
Was that my stomach?
No, you see it?
No, that was me. It
Oh.
was,
Like,
I
what?
guess it's
Oh.
the
Yeah,
It's the
I'm
bubbly
I'm
drink,
glad you
yeah.
got through that part, bro. Because, bro, before people would write you everywhere, dude.
Yeah.
true.
And especially,
It's easier,
you remember?
especially Caesar.
No, the old man.
Oh
one?
yeah.
Remember the old man? That we
Oh
fucking-
yeah.
God,
block?
dude.
Yeah.
I was like,
I let this man give me a fucking. He said it was like. What he said, he was like, "Oh, it's a half mile to my truck."
yeah.
And then we went from like Orange to fucking Huntington Beach, and I was like, "I'm gonna kill myself. Like, this is far,
Bro, I would have just left the guy in the street.
bro." Caesar was like sitting behind the guy, and he was ready to fucking like choke him out with the seatbelt. It was just, oh god, I put
Bro,
myself through so much shit
have
trying to
you
be a
guys,
kind person.
Bro.
Yeah.
Like, I was such a dumbass. Now looking back, I'm like, why would I do that? What? Like, that was such a waste of gas, waste of my time, waste of a night. Like, God.
Exactly.
If I could meet my past self, I'd bitch slap myself. Like, dude, stop being an idiot.
You would turn the steering wheel into oncoming traffic.
I almost did. Yeah.
And the early, fuck
Yeah.
this shit.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Yeah, I wasted my time
I've
on
seen
a lot
enough.
of trash human
I've
beings.
seen it enough.
Yeah.
I know how this movie ends.
Yep.
Have you guys parked or have you guys gone to the Village Mall?
I have it.
No.
It's the little one.
Yeah, it's a little
The
one.
Walmart.
It's on Tustin and Lincoln.
Oh, the one.
Yeah, it's this the one. Yeah.
Okay.
Buffalo Wild Wings, Walmart. So.
I had there was this homeless guy there who would like always try to like make up stories of like asking for cash, and at that point I was like pretty young, so like I would like think, you know, this guy just wants to talk to someone, and so I would sit there and just talk to this guy for the longest time, but little did I know like I was infuriating the guy because like he just wanted to leave after like he asked for money and shit. But he didn't want to be rude either. So I think there was one time where I saw him again, but this time I knew, but I just wanted to fuck with him, and like, you know, every time he would like try and put a, you know, try to say like, oh, I gotta go, like, oh no, let's talk more, and like I'm trying to hold him down there just to fucking see how long I can do it for.
Nice. Doing a community service.
Yeah.
Good. Dude, isn't that mall empty?
Shit.
I haven't been there in a while.
Yeah, it's pretty empty now.
Pretty dead, yeah.
Oof.
It used to be the coolest mall that I knew of, but now it's just dead because
Yeah.
everything's super expensive,
Yeah.
and the only stores there are like a Ross, fucking Macy's, I think, is still there. Oh, JCPenney, I think.
I think it's a JCPenney.
Walmart.
Sears closed.
Sears is closed for a long time.
The Bed Bath and Beyond.
No, I don't think there's
Is
a
that
Bed
gone?
Bath.
There's not. I don't think there's. One.
There was.
There's probably like a food court still there. There's
It's
some
gone?
jewelry stores, and that's it.
Oh.
And See's Candy.
And World Market as well.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a Home Goods too.
Yeah. I don't know. The only mall I've been to was Beep Place Palace, you know?
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Boggs.
Yeah.
Pretty good one. Pretty good one.
Yeah. I have a question.
What?
What is one
Plus one.
decision you made in your past that you wish you could take back because you feel like your life would be better without it?
Oh my God, I have so many.
Yeah,
One big
that's-
one.
that's
One
just-
big one. It would probably be my. Oh fuck! It would probably either be, this chick that I, dated in freshman year, and it would either be that or my job at Walmart.
Mm.
What do you feel like? I wasted time at Walmart.
No, I just there was certain circumstances that were pretty unfortunate at the time working there.
Hmm.
Uh,
When you got pegged in the back room.
Yeah.
yeah.
Nice.
Mm.
Damn, trying to get that raise.
So a little what's it called?
He was-
Sexual.
He was used and abused. It. Let's just
Oh.
leave it at
He
that.
was groomed.
Let's
Yeah.
just leave it at that.
Uh-huh.
That sucks.
All
What about
right.
you, Caesar?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
dude, it's way too many, dude.
Just do one big one.
That's the thing. I can't pick, man.
Just pick one, dude. It's not that hard. One of the. I mean, if it's one of many.
Just pick one. What's
Or
the one
pick
that,
multiple.
that
Yours
fucking,
is going to be getting in the car with Flavio that one time. He was mad at Hannah.
just go through them all and then see which one makes you think of the Arthur meme.
Yeah.
The Arthur hand meme.
Arthur said.
So why'd you have to bring that up? That was disgusting.
No. The one time he was mad at her. Remember? He was
Oh,
speeding. He was like,
God.
oh, he screamed her name, and we were like, oh.
Yeah, bro, that was a near-death experience. Fuck, man. Why did I even...
I don't know. Or when he was driving and he just had his like eye surgery or something.
Oh, my...
He could barely see.
Bro, what the fuck? God damn it, dude. Oh. That was a bad one, too. I don't know. Most of the stupid ones are with Fluffy. Fuck. Taking a break? Taking a break? Taking a break?
No. I just felt something.
Ain't no way.
Nothing crazy. It's just a little.
I think mine, like, it's a little corny, but it has some like genuine like I guess purpose behind it. It's kind of wasting my time on every single girl I dated before Casey. I think I put myself through so much unnecessary stress, and like I put myself to a certain, held myself to a certain degree of like being there for these women, and they were just total shit bags to me. Like there was this girl I dated a couple years ago, and she cheated on me, but she said it was not cheating because yeah. Okay, so this is how she said it. She wanted to go to a quinceañera, and I told her, I was like, no, like I have work at 5 a.m. I'm like, the latest we can stay is like 11 p.m. You know, I was like, and that's like still like barely any sleep. I was like, oh yeah, like, you know, we can stay till 11. I was like, I really don't want to stay too late. And she's like, no, I want to stay there till the party ends at 2. I'm like, dude. And I work at 5. I was like, you're fucking crazy. And I told her, I was like, no, I can't go. I was like, I'll tell you what, like, you want to spend time together? Let's go for dinner. We'll have dessert. I was like, and then I'll drop you off at the party, and you can have fun. I'll see you tomorrow morning. After I get off work, I'll swing by your house. And we can hang out again. She's like, okay, cool. She goes to this party. She gets fucked by a dude at the party. Tells me about it the very next day. I was like, oh, you cheated on me. She's like, no, it's not cheating because I just lied there and took it. I was like, so you got essayed. Like, I was like, oh, you got taken advantage of. She's like, no. There was consent. Oh. I'm like, so you cheated? She's like, no. She's like, it's only cheating if I move. She's like, but I just lied there and took it.
Bro, what kind of mental gymnastics?
And I was like, look, I almost said her name. And I was like, look, if I punch you with my right hand, but I'm left-handed, did I really punch you? And then she's like, yeah. I was like, then you cheated on me. She's like, no, because I just lied there and took it. I'm like, you had another man's genitals inside your genitals while we are in a committed relationship, correct? She's like, yes. And she's like, oh, well, it's not cheating because I didn't move. I'm like, that's not how it works.
You're lucky. You're lucky you started with that one, because I was about to say why you didn't date. Why you dated so many people before Casey, but whatever. You just keep going.
Yeah, no, it was just a mess. Like, and this girl was like extremely intelligent. Like she went to school for some really cool shit, but socially she was just like,
oh no, she knew what she was doing. She was just trying to fucking gaslight you.
She was an idiot.
Ain't no way that she's that. You know,
but you'd be surprised. She was very like socially. She was very dumb.
That's not, dude. Like, I'm pretty sure she just was trying to take advantage of you.
I don't know, bro. One time she got pulled over for going 125 miles an hour on the freeway, and the cop pulled her over, and she's like, "Oh, sorry, I didn't know you couldn't do that." And they let her go with a warning.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Dude, she knows what she's doing. You know, wait.
But if you could pick a specific one, though.
What was that?
That ex, yeah.
That ex, okay.
Yeah, because she even feels bad. She, after we broke up, like, we still like maintained a okay friendship, and I found out she was telling me about this guy she was seeing, and I was like, okay, cool, I guess. This man was married with a 4-year-old son, and he would bring his son out on dates with this girl.
Yeah, some people are like, do that.
And I was like, bro, you have no shame. Like, your son is seeing you with this woman, and you go home to his mom, who you're married to.
Yeah, some people don't. You're like, oh yeah, this is daddy's friend. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, man, I trash. Don't turn
it on. I mean,
did everyone go?
No, not yet.
Caesar's brain just hurts right now.
Huh?
Caesar's brain hurts right now from thinking.
Yeah, dude. I don't think about much things. Probably for me, it would have to be letting myself fail the first season of 6th grade. Because fucking school system's retarded as fuck. They saw me as some kind of genius, so they put me in all honors.
Bro.
Like, first fucking year of middle school, and I was like, what the fuck? They gave me like so much work, and like it was just too much for me, so I was just like, I gave up. And you know, my parents didn't like that, so they basically beat the shit out of me, and then they sold all my video games that are probably worth like
I thought you were gonna say they sold you off to someone.
No.
So what you're telling me is that these are your real parents?
Bro. Shit. Bro, I probably would have preferred that over them fucking selling all all my consoles, all my video games, all my fucking pretty much all my possessions.
I mean,
I
to
don't
be
have
fair,
anything.
like it was. I'm sure they saw it as a distraction because you were playing it, and they're
But,
like,
even if I wasn't distracted, there was no fucking possible way of me fucking like maintaining all of those classes at least like a fucking C.
yeah. Well, I mean, you could have talked to the school counselor and stuff, but
Yeah.
But I mean, I understand where you're coming from, obviously, because that sucks, and it's still not okay to do that. But I can see how they see
Yeah.
that. That's the solution.
Yeah, like-
which really not really.
Literally the year prior, they thought I was fucking ESL, and then they put me in honors, and they're like, I was failing all my cousins, and they're like, oh no, wait, actually, this kid's retarded. Let's put him back in ESL. And I'm like,
Wait, so from going off from what you were saying, how much you would have right now if you had sold the stuff?
oh fuck, dude.
Money wise, just like a ballpark.
Like 5K at least.
Yeah, I mean at least
A bit over 10K probably.
yeah, it's pretty good, dude.
I had a good amount.
Yeah.
Amount.
And they just sold it off.
Yeah, dude.
For like $20 or something,
Yeah, no less, dude. Less.
like a
Those
jar
one of
sale
those-
stuff.
Yeah,
Like
they
a
were
dollar
like, oh
ones?
yeah, here's $1. I was like, what are you doing? I was just like, but I couldn't say anything because it fucking beat my ass again. I was just like, fuck, dude.
Yeah,
So fucking frustrating. Ugh, this could have 10K right now, bro. 10K more.
he's a baller like that.
You been balling,
He got
balling.
10K in that.
Did you
bank.
go already,
Oscar is next.
Oscar?
Something that
Oscar has something to say.
do I have something to regret?
No regrets.
Any regrets?
Regrets?
I
The Canadian girl's not really a regret. How it turned out.
Nah.
No, in the back.
It's fine how it turned out. It's fine. Any regrets? I guess probably not being as social as I would have wanted to, like during high school and middle school. I wasn't a very, very social person. I'd keep to like my tight group of friends, and that's about it. I wouldn't try socializing like that much. It's like I just kept to myself or my friend group, and that's it. I didn't go to prom. I didn't go to any of like the school dances or anything. I just didn't see anything. To me, it didn't. I don't know. It just didn't.
Wasn't appealing.
It wasn't appealing. There you go. Yeah, it wasn't appealing. I'm all like,
So you wish you had done it though.
I wish I had. Now I do.
Some people do say that you should go even if you don't want to, because sometimes you feel like you'll regret it later.
Yeah, I don't. That's the thing though. I don't regret not going, but I regret. What I regret is just not socializing more.
Okay, that's fair. It's valid.
I don't. I hated high school.
Hmm.
I think a lot of people peaked in high school, and it's funny to see that 10 years later.
Did you pick in high school?
Pick
Me?
what?
No,
Did I pick in high school?
no one liked me in
Oh.
high school.
Wait, what are you guys saying? What? Pick?
Peak.
Peak.
Did you
peak.
pitch a tent in high school?
Caesar
Oh,
definitely,
no.
Caesar
Caesar
definitely
did.
peaked in high school, dude. That
No.
fucking jean jacket, dude.
Yeah. She
Yeah.
was A grade fashion, dude.
Nah.
Dude, where's all that fucking fashion now, dude?
He had
Look
the
at
George
this
Lopez look, dude.
Nah,
Joe
you fucking-
Lopez
He was
Bro.
wearing straight Gucci
Naruto
dress.
running down the hall.
I don't even know why I fucking wore that shit, dude.
With a fucking potato.
The potato, that was on purpose.
I was waiting.
The fashion
I don't.
statement.
Do you have pins or anything on that jacket?
Huh?
Like, do you have any pins
Just a
on
rainbow
the
pin.
jacket?
I don't think so.
No. Okay.
I put a
Seems like
rainbow
so-
pin on him.
Seems like those jackets that people have that had a bunch of pins.
Ah,
Yeah.
Oh no,
like
he's not a
those
Star
metal
Wars
heads,
person.
those punk heads.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Caesar was punk, dude. What are you talking about?
Yeah, true.
He's a
With,
straight cholo.
with those,
Caesar's punk, dude.
yeah, long luscious locks too.
Yeah, dude.
Hey Caesar, did you ever fuck with the theater kids? The ones that like wore tails at school?
oh god, fuck no, dude.
Dude.
I had my theater class in 8th grade. No, wait, not 8th grade, fucking 12th grade. But I didn't really take it seriously. I was just kind of like,
Yeah, it was
Oh.
cringy.
You were there to pass the
it
time.
was cringy, yeah.
Remember there was our freshman year, I think. There was a guy with a top hat. I was like a white kid. He had like school shooter vibes. He always wore like a long black cloak.
You weren't there, Brian.
I think
You were too young.
What the hell?
You were too young, dumb, and full of cum.
Yeah, he wore like a long black cloak.
Cock.
But he wore like a top hat.
He probably got bullied out of it because I didn't see that for that long.
Oh no, he was there the whole year. He was like a senior.
Oh,
Oh
okay.
shit. Wait,
Yeah.
Caesar, do you wish you had taken choir
Ooh, kind of. Yeah.
instead of like theater or something?
Yeah, because I didn't really like have anything that I wanted to do back then.
So choir
like,
would have been good.
Yeah, choir would have been really good.
You would not have like choir.
Huh?
You
No,
would not have
I wouldn't have liked it, but
But it would have been better than theater.
yeah.
No, because it would have put Caesar in a situation that he doesn't like.
What?
Sometimes
In
Mr.
front of
Short
people?
would. No, Mr. Short. Sometimes if he couldn't hear you, he would call you out and make you sing in front of the whole class. Like, oh, like
Acapella?
everyone stop. Like, I just want to hear Caesar. And like he'd make you sing by yourself, and you'd have to sing in front of the class.
That's not too bad though, because then that you actually learn from that. I feel like. 'Cause
Yeah,
I don't
but
have
if
a
you were
problem
having
with
like an off day,
so
and
then you
didn't
get better,
want-
dude.
no, like
No, you can't be a bitch and
no,
like
no, it's not.
fold.
It's not about like oh my voice doesn't sound good today. Like you're like oh like I'm really stressed out about shit at home, and I have personal things going on.
As
You just don't want to participate in the class, and then like that's just like oh like I'm gonna make you sing in front of the class.
That's just called
I-
being a bitch, dude. I don't know. What you're talking
I
about.
probably would have gotten in trouble, dude.
I don't
Like, do you know the songs I knew back then?
Damn.
Osifuni Mungu, yeah, I still know the song, and it's in Swahili.
Yeah.
I still remember that shit.
It's in Swahili.
It is, dude. I memorized that shit.
Or
and I
sing
lo-
it for us, you guys.
Fuck.
I'd probably
Sing
do
it,
everything in
acapella.
falsetto, dude.
You guys gotta sing it together if you remember it.
Osifuni Mungu.
Yeah.
It
Give
starts,
Brian a little taste of it.
Viumbe vyote vya Mungu wetu na mfalme wetu. It's something about God. They translated it to English for us, but they made us sing it in Swahili.
The hell?
Yeah.
It's
And I was like, bro, I'm not even black. And then I found out I was black. So I'm kind of bitch.
Shut the fuck up, dude. The only black thing here is your nipples.
I will not be bullied for my nipples.
That's so
Oh wait, is it my turn?
I don't know, dude.
Yeah, how dark are your nipples? Answer the question. Saca las tetas, perro.
Ay.
Ay.
Not darker than yours, dude.
Bro, those shits are bruised.
Hey, yo.
I'll show you something dark later.
You're
Anyways,
anus or
The
what?
dark side of the moon, dude.
exactly.
His eye.
Yeah, I mean, probably. I don't really have too many. Especially, I mean, I would say probably having a couple multiple cars like that I really didn't really need. So like, I should have waited on the Camaro, so that I got one that was a manual instead, and I got the one that was automatic. Because then I would have probably still have it, or I would have kept it for longer instead of have to sell it because I didn't really enjoy it for that. So yeah, that's about it. I don't really have anything big. Like,
Damn. You ever had a good life or what?
I can't complain.
No, like, secret girlfriend before Brandy that you didn't want to deal with?
Nah, just kind of like normal stuff. Like, you know, like teenager stuff. Like you were like, oh, this girl is, you know, you've been kind of dating this girl, but not really. You know, well, I don't know. I think it's not as common here because it's kind of separated here. Or maybe it is as common. I don't know. Over there, it's kind of like we go to this one, and it was based off of it, like you're from this like barrio, if you want to say, you know, like I'm not gonna say hood because it's like not, but you know, whatever, something like that. But it's like you're from this particular thing, and then you see people when you go to school, when you go to all the church stuff, and you see the same people. It's kind of like more of like small town vibes. Like you know more people there and stuff. So it's kind of like stuff like that didn't really work out, but it's like pretty normal, I think, for like teenager stuff. Like nothing serious, just kind of like messing around. So yeah, no, I don't really regret it. I mean, I don't really care for it now, so yeah, it doesn't affect me whatsoever. So yeah,
I suppose.
but the card did affect me because then I had to sell it, so then I could have had more.
R.I.P.
I mean, nothing. It's not like nothing crazy though. Ever regret buying this car? Because then the fucking people keep like scratching it and stuff.
bumping.
Well, I guess I wouldn't regret buying it, but having to I fixed it 3 times at $500 each time to repaint it.
Bruh.
I spent $1,500 painting the same fucking bumper, and it gets scratched, and it just did again.
You know,
So I guess there you
go.
go.
Your regret is getting it in that color.
No, dude, it's just my regret is living here, dude. Fucking people.
They don't respect like other people's property. I've noticed.
They
here.
don't. No,
It
people don't
sucks.
give a shit. And then there's other idiot like with the Prius that parks right up against my car. It's because his fucking plates are expired 2 years ago.
Bruh.
He has 2021 plates.
Call
Report 'em.
cops.
I mean, I could. Idiot, some black guy with a Prius.
Of course, he's
Yeah. Anyways,
has a Prius.
yeah, he's a white Prius. The irony. Anyways,
Anything you want to bring up, Sergio?
uh,
Anything that comes to mind?
Come.
no, we'll talk about it at a different time.
What come?
No, I mean, it's been kind of a serious episode. I think maybe we should just talk about something more lighthearted.
Well, I mean,
So,
this is gonna be my last. Next week, I'm not gonna be here because you boys
gonna
going.
die, or-
I'm going to Texas.
Damn,
Dog.
bro. Spoiler?
Yeah, we're gonna spoil the next episode.
Damn, it's gonna be the next news, the next school shooting.
Damn, bro.
SMH. You already got us on the fucking watch list. God damn it.
Nice,
Dude,
That's true.
the people viewing the podcast are our fucking FBI agents.
True.
All 12 of them.
All 12 of them, they're sleeper agents, dude. They're just
No,
waiting for
I just-
the
I-
keyword, and they're gonna
Nah,
fucking
dude,
barge into. the
I just
fucking door.
play from all 3 of my computers at once.
Shut the fuck up.
If I do my computer, my laptop, and my phone, and then I watch it. No, I don't know. I mean, we could talk about that. That's kind of cool that you're doing that. Did we mention that before? We just
Yeah.
kind of like mentioned it.
Yeah, we mentioned.
Yeah,
it,
I guess
but-
we kind of already talked about it. So yeah.
Yeah.
Going
All
to
right. So
compete.
what lighthearted, fun-hearted, I guess, thing you want to bring up?
Which race would you eliminate from the earth?
What?
The dogs. All right, moving on. Fuck. What can be? What is something that's more lighthearted?
How about those times where we just fucking we would like I remember when I first like met you guys, we literally you guys would like take me out on fucking rides till like fucking like 2 in the fucking morning. I wouldn't get home till fucking 3 in the morning because we'd be doing some fucking dumb
Damn,
shit.
We don't do that anymore.
No,
We're
I remember
old. RIP,
we went to fucking Santa Monica Pier to go fishing at fucking midnight. Like, what the
Yeah,
fuck?
dude.
Dude, when we were young.
It took a long time though, because
Don't worry,
I think we
dude.
left. We would be leaving around like 10
Yeah,
p.m. and we get there around like midnight.
yeah,
And then we were there an hour, and they're like, "All right, it's kind of late. Let's go back."
yeah, bro. It
Or
was
sometimes it's just 3 in the morning. Yeah.
Yeah, it was fucking cold though. Fuck. I packed a
True.
light fucking jacket. I was fucking freezing. Or like the many times that we would fucking go to the top of the fucking lookout,
Oh yeah, those times are good.
the lookout, and we just fucking hanging out there and shit. Fucking
Yeah.
fucking Caesar farting in front of random ass people up there.
True.
But like, fuck, dude, we used to be out for so fucking long. Like, holy shit, I kind of miss those days. Not gonna lie.
Yeah. The problem is like we all have like jobs where we work early in the morning now.
Yeah.
I think that's the problem. It's not even that we can't stay up, because I'm sure we could if we were like had a different shift.
Mhm.
Because like I mean I work at 2 in the morning. You
Yeah.
work at 6 in the morning. Is it?
5.
5 in the morning.
I mean,
Javier
ideally,
is like 6 or
7.
Ideally now, my plan is for once I get the car is to go on more trips, even if it's after work. I don't mind.
See, that's the thing. I
time.
was like that too, and then when I took a couple trips after, and it sucks going up there because it's like rush hour, dude. Like it's way too many cars.
Oh shit, that's
'Cause
true.
They all go like from
Oof.
they use it to cross from like Elsinore and back and stuff like that, and it's not fun because it's like a fun bunch of people just commuting and shit. Like you can't really do anything good. I mean, late at night is probably the better time to go. Like
I guess
10
it would
p.m.
have to be in the weekends then.
The weekend's still back, because then people literally do that, and then people are leaving from there and during the day. Yeah, I mean, unless you
From
go early in
Saturday
the
to
morning,
Sunday, like in between that time zone. I mean time.
5. maybe
So like
not so
in
much
that
Sunday,
like
but
Saturday night, I would say probably
Saturday
not.
night, not. Yeah, I guess yeah. What would be too bad Saturday night? But then they have cops there, more because now they know.
Oh, what's wrong with that?
I don't know. I guess it doesn't matter if you're not breaking the law.
Exactly. We never broke the law.
True. Allegedly. Anyways, yeah, that's actually a good thing to bring up. We should do some more stuff like that.
Yeah, bro. I remember we went with you guys to fucking Big Bear after like meeting you once, and I just suddenly like fucking just got in your car and you're like, oh yeah, we're going to Big Bear. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, I mean, Big Bear's it was cold up there.
No, but I mean, this was after me just meeting you once. I met you once, Sergio, and then I just got into.
A stranger's car.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
you weren't,
stranger's
it wasn't just you and me.
It was you,
And
me, Caesar, and Javier.
No, Javier didn't go.
No, Escobedo.
Yeah, it was cool.
Escobedo and Esben.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wait,
Escobedo
Brian,
and Esben.
yeah, Brian didn't go that time.
Brian didn't go that time, no.
No, wait, he did. No, he went after. He went a different time.
Yeah,
He went after the time after that.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, I'm all like, okay.
Yeah, but that's when Espen was licking the freaking the
snow-
snowman's boobies.
Snowman woman, dude.
Yeah.
Snow woman.
Oh, that's
Snowwoman's
right.
boobies. We have evidence.
Evidence.
Yeah, no, I mean, actually, I was gonna say, I was gonna bring it up, but then I forgot because it snowed a little bit today and last night.
Yeah.
But
I mean, if it's at night, I'm always down. But if it's in the morning, fuck no.
well, then we would have had to be like there right now. That's what I was gonna say. I was like,
Yeah.
oh, we could go to Big Bear today, and then I forgot. Because my car still has snow tires on.
Yo.
Yeah,
Hmm.
we literally all could have been there right now. Actually, probably yeah. Coming back. It's not too much snow though, so most of it already melted. The last couple of weeks, it's been super hot.
Mm-hmm.
But
Alright,
it's been pretty crazy.
All right, Oscar, you owe us a topic.
The topic.
Yeah.
dude.
He just talked about something, or an actual topic.
An actual topic.
An actual topic. It's my turn to put this little peanut-sized brain to work, dude. Neural activation. That fucking picture of the monkey with
Brainstorm. No, brain blast.
Brain blast, dude.
My bad. I didn't watch it in
Next
English,
time,
guys,
get
so
me a
okay.
skateboard that can handle the
some slack.
neutron style. Fuck.
See you later, Nick.
Yes.
That's what they say, guys.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert.
It's not what you're
Did
thinking.
they add the
No,
No.
it's just
Nick.
it's
Nick?
just Nick.
Nick.
That's the guy's name.
This is the guy's
Oh, okay.
I see.
The hell?
Yeah.
It's some meme that's been, or yeah, basically like a little video that's been popping around from Jimmy Neutron like skating,
Oh,
Yeah.
and it cuts off when it says when he's gonna say his name Nick, because that's his name, and they cut off I think like a Nick, or like before the K.
Yeah, they cut like in between the K.
Yeah,
So it sounds weird.
sounds sus.
Sounds sus.
Wait, I already feel like I asked this, but what's your ideal woman?
I mean,
I think-
Javier already has his woman.
Yeah.
God, he can't answer yet.
He can't answer.
Yeah.
Javier's got his woman.
hypothetically.
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 No, hypothetically.
No.
Hypothetically.
No, so when I was younger, I always thought I'd end up with a Latina, and
That's racist.
I know. I always thought I'd end up with a Latina, but I was always like, damn, like it'd be nice to like be with somebody like like white. Or,
Una
like,
güerita.
and especially because like, I don't watch a lot of pornography. Like, like a lot, like a lot.
Alright, let me see your
I-
phone real quick.
Dude, I have
Bro,
not watched it.
I'm about to bust out the Vegeta meme that I fucking showed you guys.
No, so I don't watch a lot, and
You know, it's
I
bad
was
for your
like-
brain, dude.
I know, but I'm fine
And for
now.
your cock.
Yeah. I don't watch a lot of pornography, and I'd be like, "Wow, these like women with like pink nipples like are really hot." Like, oh, but they're all white. Like, I don't know. It was a colored thing. I'm a titty man, so for me, like the nipple like caught my attention. I was like, "Oh, pink." I was like, "I've never had that flavor before. I wonder how it is." So in the back of my mind, I was like, "Dude, if I had a chance with a white girl, I'd take that shit." And I'd always assumed I'd end up with a Latina because the cultural differences between whites and Latinos is very hard. like it still is. Like I think about it, like if like when we have like a big wedding, and like because we're gonna redo the wedding, it's just like huge. When our families meet, it's gonna be weird. And I think about it like, oh, like I know how Mexican weddings go. I know how the music goes. How is it gonna be like with like a bunch of white people just sitting around, just sitting at the table, just like drinking their soda, while like Mexicans are dancing to El Caballo Dorado and shit, you know?
Oh,
And I'm like, wow.
No, they'll still dance.
they'll do it. They'll do it. They'll do
There's
it.
people that'll dance.
Yeah.
They'll do it.
It just depends, dude. Like
It
that
depends
stuff
on the
like
person.
That's,
It's not. That's not a
unpredictable.
family thing.
I think-
It's like it's not even. It's not too much. Like because people will make an effort, just depending on how people are. It's not even a cultural thing. Some people will still try to do the effort to do the, even if they can't dance or whatever, you know, or they can't or stuff like that. They making an effort is what matters.
Yeah.
YOLO.
All you're just gonna see is like white people dancing. You're gonna be like, "Go white girl, go, go white girl, go."
Yeah.
Yes.
And then just standing there, just hopping in place.
Oh wait, I want clarifying questions though. Like, what do you mean by your ideal woman? Like, is it like personality, or
White.
is it like body, or is it like skin? What am I talking about here? Or is it everything in general?
Everything, I guess.
Like you like fucking you're customizing a character, dude. You got all the sliders at your disposal.
We already know what you're picking.
All my sliders like actually fit into place well, because like ass, like good, tits there, like face good, like skin soft, like the pussy like magnificent, like like taste, texture, everything like it's on spot.
Yeah, like I'm asking for like, what is it? Like, you want to be like as vague as possible, or is it like you want to go down to specifics?
We can just
bro.
move on
Yeah,
from
bro.
here. Let's
Clitoris
just go to
size, nipple diameter.
Let's just
What the fuck?
let's just go to Oscar.
No, not like that.
Plus minus how many?
Where do
thousands
you
of
want
inches?
to set the line in regards to the question?
I mean,
He already answered the
is
question.
white.
Let's move on
He
from
is white.
somebody.
Yeah, I'm good.
Well, I wanted to clarify at least, but I guess I'll go on whatever I want to say. I guess.
Yeah, go for
Yeah, let's go with the other three Coomers over here.
it. The three
Yeah.
Coomers.
Caesar, Javier, and
Wait,
Oscar.
me? What?
What? I'm
You're the
you
fuck.
Coomer?
You're the biggest Coomer here. Dude.
No,
Yeah.
nah, dude, that's
Yeah,
cap.
Yeah,
no,
that's
you're,
not.
you're
That is cap, dude.
Dude.
Javier doesn't count anymore, dude.
He's graduated.
Nah,
He's
it
graduated.
counts. It
No,
still
he doesn't
counts.
count.
It still counts.
He doesn't
bro.
count as a Coomer
It
anymore.
still counts.
He graduated.
Nah,
He's-
dude. If we're ranking, probably like
Javier's not.
1, 2,
You're a bigger Coomer
I
than
am
4,
Oscar.
5.
You're a
I-
bigger
Wait, why am
Coomer.
I
You're a
doing
bigger
that?
Coomer than Oscar, dude.
Nah, dude.
You're a
Wait,
bigger.
what do you
Coomer
mean
than
by
Oscar.
Coomer? What do you mean?
You know what a Coomer is?
No.
All right, Caesar, explain what a Coomer is.
No, you explain. You brought it up.
No, you explain. Or Oscar, you explain. it too.
SMH.
Just horny on main. Fucking Coomer.
Oh yeah, I'm always horny.
Yeah, but you're no. It's not just being horny too though. It's like
Acting upon it.
Acting upon it.
being like just like in general like in it's like being like a simp but like not also because
Being a degenerate?
yeah
Well,
almost
kind of
almost.
basically.
Simping in what way?
because like people are always like fucking like they see a video or something on like online and be like what's the at or something like because they want to go to that specific
Yeah.
that
Bro,
specific
and you put me at a 3? The fuck?
Three what? Oh, that's what I'm
Yeah,
saying. No, like
Caesar
Caesar has it
said
wrong. Where are you
no,
listening to
no,
Caesar?
no.
No, I
He's an idiot.
used to be a lot worse.
That's what I'm
Yeah,
saying. Like
yeah.
he
Yeah.
doesn't count anymore.
Yeah.
Nah.
Like there's this where I work. There's a security guard where I have to get into a certain facility because I work in the back, and
He's always on his phone.
Huh?
He's always on his phone. Be like, oh look at this.
no.
This happened to me though.
So I pull up.
At work. And I'm like, yeah. valid.
No. So I literally pull up to the gate and I talk to the security guard, and it's this young, like, attractive woman.
Oh shit.
She's Latina. She's very nice, and she always like talks to me and shit. And I was like, hey, what's up? And she's like, hey. I always talk to her and shit. And she sees I wear a ring, and I see that she wears a ring. But I just like I'm like really nice to her. I check in, do the license plate like check-ins and shit because you have to check in your truck. And then I go into the facility, and I'm always really nice to her. And then I remember the foreman at my job. He was like, dude, you see the security guard? They got a new one. I'm like, yeah, I saw her. She's really nice. Like, dude, she got a fat ass. So I'm like, oh, I didn't really see. And it wasn't until he pointed it out that I noticed, and I was like, oh, okay. And like before, I would have been like, oh, like, you know, I would have been like, hey, yo, what's your number?
Yeah, that's why I say you don't count anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I was trying to move on from you.
Yeah, me porta bien.
Yeah. Yeah, te portas
Nah,
bien.
Nah, there's
Or
just there's just some
if it was
marks.
peaks.
There's some mark on your back now, dude. That's why. That's all I want to say. Anyways,
Well, y'all are gonna shoot me or what?
yeah,
I think it's talking about.
that's not what I was talking about, but yeah.
Yeah.
Well, let's leave it at that.
Let's do that.
All right,
All right, who's going up next?
we're gonna go by Coomer next. That would be Caesar.
Brian.
Caesar.
The fuck?
All right.
All right, fine, go, Brian.
Brian, go for it.
Since you're like so offended that you're number 3 in the Coomer list.
Wait, what are we going off of? Or what question?
No, the actual. We're not talking about who's the biggest Coomer.
Ideal.
I was
one.
talking about
Your
yeah.
ideal
Your
woman.
actual your initial question. Since you brought it up.
Someone who I get along with mainly.
Yeah, man.
But I guess that's pretty typical for. Actually, I shouldn't even say that.
Milady.
Some people
Some
don't
relationships are pretty fucking
care.
toxic.
Yeah, some people don't care.
I guess I fuck, man, I don't even know how to answer this question.
Just be general if you can't be specific.
I guess someone who I get along with, and someone who's like always looking to push me forward while I push her forward.
I see what you mean.
And always looking towards the positive in everything in life.
So
And a big ass.
Mm.
I was gonna say, or physically. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
you say you want someone like tall too, right? Like
They don't have to be, but
not like 5 feet, you know, right? Or it
I
doesn't
mean, I
matter
wouldn't
to you?
mind it, but
Because they always see those girls.
I
that are,
guess
like, 5 feet.
5'5" is like where I go. That's the lowest I'll go in terms of height.
Damn, Caesar is perfect. Just above it.
Damn. You know what? You know what's one of the things I realized about my wife that I actually like is that genuinely she's like my best friend. Like we have fun doing almost anything, and it's just fun. Like we went to the beach a couple of times, and we go to this beach in out in Laguna Beach, and it's a little bit of a drive, but it's fine. And then you go down these steps, and it's an artificial beach, and they have tons and tons of rocks there. And we like sit there, and we'll sit on some rocks, and we'll pick up smaller rocks, and we'll just throw them like at other rocks and watch them just absolutely shatter. And even though it's such a stupid, like dumb little menial thing, like it's just so much fun to us because we talk and we laugh and we have the same reactions to everything. Yeah, even like Pokemon hunting is like fun again. Like I don't know, it feels different. I think that's one of the reasons that I realized that like this relationship was different than what I've had before. And I think that's something that.
So you definitely found someone who's like you instantly connect and everything feels like organic and smooth.
Yeah, it felt right. Like we'd been friends for years, even though
I've definitely had these kinds of relationships before.
Yeah. That was 12 out of 10. It still is.
Wait, did you say artificial beach?
Yeah.
Fuck, where?
It's like not like the shore
You gotta
is
be
like.
specific though. You gotta explain it to see.
So some of the rock foundation is man-made. It's like it's a structure made to withstand like tsunamis and shit.
Okay.
And the beaches are like bolted into place. Like you see like screws hanging out of rocks and shit randomly, and they dump a bunch of rocks there.
Like the one we went to on my birthday that one year, right? Like
No.
that one? No?
No, it's different.
Oh.
You'd have to be there to like really know. But I mean, you mean you're talking about because the tide was coming up, or what do you mean?
Nah, because of all the train tracks and shit.
Well,
No.
I think that's just
I
part of
I
it.
just
Like,
assumed like
No.
they're probably just easier to build it on there because it's out of the way.
I think I'll have to take you, and you'll get it. It's next to that place where we went with Luis, where we tried to go fishing, and there were ships. Remember? It was like off a pier in Dana Point. But we went downstairs because there's like a bottom floor where you can get closer to the water, and the bottom floor actually moves and shifts because it's actually just floating on water. And remember, there was like an old school like 1700 ship, and we're like, oh, let's fucking steal the ship over here and let's go to do the Boston Tea Party.
Oh, I
Vaguely remember.
Vaguely, yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'll have to take you, and then it'll like spark your memory.
Yeah, the Alzheimer's is kicking in.
Yeah, he is old, dude. He knows your age.
Freaking old man over here.
It's not just Alzheimer's, dude. It's depression, dude.
All the depression. That shit'll kick your ass.
Dude, just have you ever tried just like not being depressed? Like,
Yeah, bro.
like,
Fuck off.
Just try.
Just-
What
Stop
do you
being
mean
a little
happy?
bitch.
have you tried?
Yeah, just stop being a bitch.
You might as well.
Watch
It's
it
not
first.
something you can just get rid of, dude.
Yeah, dude. I don't know what you're talking about.
It's a mate.
You just be like, I don't want to be like that anymore, and then that's it. That's it. Stop.
Nah, it's not like.
All right. Go Oscar. I'll
All
give you this shot.
Well,
Enemy EDs or
Huh?
Canadian.
dude. Look up. Look up.
he said Canadian. That's what he said.
Yeah,
Asians
I know.
18 to 24.
Hmm?
Asians 18 to 24.
I
20 to 25.
wouldn't go 18. No,
No?
I'd go.
19.
I'd go 20. No,
20.
21
Yeah,
and
I was
25.
gonna
I'd
say
do
20.
20s.
20 is good.
21 and 25.
21,
I
25.
have that.
Yeah,
He
within.
doesn't want to be labeled as a grimmer, dude.
Yeah.
Like somebody else I know.
It's
Oh,
like
yeah.
I know I'm a lightweight, but I'd appreciate it if I could drink with them.
So,
I know I'm a fucking lightweight and shit, but you know. be
yeah,
nice.
what's that like? Javier?
Huh?
Never mind. Anyways,
God
it's
damn
all
it.
good. I'm just messing with you.
I don't know, just someone who has like this, maybe has like the same interests as me, you know.
So card games.
Yeah, card games, you know, video
Anime.
games, whatever.
Hopefully
like
you
that.
find them in Texas.
Hopefully, maybe
Yeah.
I'll move out to Texas. Maybe I'll miss my flight back.
Yeah, you
That's
better
a
import her,
big
dude.
yikes.
We're not doing a long distance podcast.
True.
Shit.
Wait, no, because I mean, a lot of people that play
Did they
that
make-
game specifically, like, or they don't like necessarily like One Piece, right?
No.
You said.
No, there's this is one guy I play with. He doesn't know what fucking One Piece is. He doesn't watch it. He doesn't read it. He just plays the
He
game.
has to know what it is.
No, I mean he knows what One Piece is, but
Yeah.
he's never watched it though.
Right? Yeah.
He knows what-
He doesn't know what it's about.
No, he
Yeah.
just plays the card game because it's just a card game.
I mean, I don't know what it's about.
It's
either.
like you guys could all play the fucking card game. It's just a fucking card game, with just with different characters on there.
But we don't play card games,
Exactly.
so you have to know what card games are.
You know, some like nerdy hobbies and shit. You know.
That's cool.
You're gonna bring her back. Like, come on, babe. We can share the couch at my mom's house.
God.
Yeah, that's the
I'll treat you
struggle.
nice.
That's the struggle, dude.
That's what it
Damn,
is.
but if she actually accepts that offer, dude, she's a real one.
Dude,
For
for
real.
real.
People.
I'd be
Actual
like,
For real.
I'd be like, I'm selling all my possessions, getting a fucking studio apartment. Fuck,
Dude, so I
dude.
could do it.
Dude, you
I
can't.
mean, if she fucks with you when you're broke,
Mhm.
Don't-
then she's gonna stick around when you're
Yeah.
doing better. Look at Sergio.
Yeah, but I would say just don't go and do that. Like,
No.
you gotta wait.
No,
dude. You
no,
can't.
dude. No,
You
I
can't.
swear.
You can't put
You
all
swear.
your eggs in one basket.
You swear? No, I'm not gonna. fucking
No,
do
dude.
that. You
I say
swear.
that because I've seen people do that mistake.
Yeah.
And it's
No, I've seen it happen too.
and it's not good. 'Cause then
I've
you're
seen
like,
it
fuck.
happen before. Like everything within one basket, and it just all goes horribly wrong. I've seen it just blow up. I'm all like, "Yep, I saw that coming. I saw that coming." As soon as I asked them that one question, like, "Oh, how long have you guys known each other?" A month. I'm all like, "Ugh."
Like it's a ticky time bomb.
It literally blew up within the fucking like 2 months.
Yeah.
I'm all like, bruh.
Yeah. Canadian girl.
Mm,
Mm.
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 Wait, no. So that's about it. It's like similar hobbies. And
Yeah,
that's it?
similar hobbies. Asian. I like Asian girls.
Yeah, you have
Preferably?
yellow fever.
Preferably.
Yellow fever.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, preferably.
That's cool. That's valid.
Valid, yeah.
All right, Caesar.
Tall white girl.
Do you want like fucking like
5'9"
Viking?
up?
Like a Viking girl? Like fucking.
6 foot. Fuck it, dude.
6'5".
6
dude.
6'5".
You want her to
6'3"?
you want her
Particular.
to carry you out the fucking church?
What was the one I've seen? There's the one video. This one girl that's just like, oh, I'm 6'3" or something like that. Like, a king size pillow doesn't fit on like where my ass is or something, and then the guy's like, Ready to die like that?
Like, oh, I've seen that video.
Mátame.
Yeah.
Mátame.
Yeah, but
He's
preferably,
like taller than Brian. I'm like, damn.
preferably tall white girl.
It's valid.
Yeah.
Taller than you?
Yeah.
To me, I don't care about height.
She's gonna pick him up and slam him against the wall.
Fuck
He's gonna
yeah.
call her mommy.
Bro,
Yeah.
bro, I would find it
Oh
mad
my
attractive if the girl could just, I mean, anybody can do it, but just bench press my ass and be like, yeah. I wanna get
He's
bench
gonna be like
pressed.
that video of Jordy. You know when he gets picked, the lady picks him up and puts him on her shoulders and then like gives him the best cock 3000 I've ever seen.
Yo.
Die.
Yo,
God damn.
dreams.
Or like at one point she's on on all fours and he's full on like Supermaning like on top of her.
Yeah.
Like I was like, dude, dead. I was
Wait,
like,
what are you guys talking about?
Jordy El Caballo,
Oh, I get it.
the
Male.
adult
Dude.
film star.
Or the corn thing.
Yeah, corn.
Yeah, he's a corn star.
He's on the hub.
Yeah.
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 I was like, what are you talking about? I was like,
Yeah, he's on the hub.
Yeah.
Man's a national treasure.
Yeah. Honestly, I don't really fuck with most other races.
Yeah.
Latinos are very difficult.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, even if they were hot, like just being Latino would automatically like bump them down 3 points.
Yeah. Well,
Like I've lived with them so long, I don't want to deal with their shit. I'm good, you know. That's just my personal preference.
It's valid.
Yeah.
yeah, I think I've had too much negative experiences with Latinas for it to be worth it. Like I thought I'd be like end up with a Latina, and I'm like the reason I kept breaking up with some girls was because I was like, hey, like I don't want bullshit, I don't want drama, like we're gonna make this work, like it has to, like if we're gonna date, I'm going for the long term shit. Like we gotta be married, we gotta have kids, we're gonna figure shit out, we gotta communicate. I don't want to argue, I don't want petty shit. Like if we're gonna argue, cool, let's work it out. And some girls are like, they get upset, and they're like, and then just leave. I'm like, bro, like sit down, like we need to talk. I'm like, if you need space, say, hey, you know what? I need space so I can cool down. And we can think about, like, no, it just explode. At least now with my wife, like she's like, you know what? Like I'm really frustrated right now. Like give me a sec. And I'm like, all right, cool. And then she like cools down for like 2 hours, and we fucking talk about it, and then we figure out a solution. But with Latinos, like they're so fiery that sometimes it just doesn't work. And then some people are gonna be like, oh, you're stereotyping Latinos. Like no, there's just my
That's how they
experiences
are.
have been consistent.
Yeah.
It
sucks.
just so happens that that's what they are, you know.
That's my fault.
Bro, all I've dated
That's
was
not a
Latinas
coincidence.
and like 2 black chicks.
Yeah, it's not coincidence.
Oh, I've dated a black chick before. She was cool. Then she became Muslim. She wanted me to become Muslim, and I said pass.
Oh.
I've seen that. It's kind of been like a trend lately. Not a trend, but like I've noticed.
It's a common occurrence.
Yeah, like people turning to what's their religion? It's
Islam.
Islam. Yeah.
Islam.
Yeah, I mean, I respect it, and you know, if it makes them happy, to all your own. But I don't want to be forced into a religion
Hey man,
because my spouse is into it.
bro, but you could have 2 wives.
Pass.
Well, actually, no. Technically, you have to be in a specific tax bracket to be able to do that, because you actually have to be able to afford 2 wives that aren't working.
Damn.
Like you have to be able to afford both of them, and
Oh,
like
fuck
maintain both of them.
Oh no, fuck that.
So like, yeah, no, and they can't work. So that's how.
That's right.
That's how you have to be in the same
That's right.
tax bracket.
That's right.
So I know this because there's this one guy at
you
work.
looked into it already?
No, there's this one guy at work.
Hmm.
There's this dude. What are you trying to say? You're trying to say I'm freaking Middle Eastern? That's racist.
He's
Oh,
a
no,
man.
Zahan.
You look
man,
like it.
man of Islam.
What?
I like what?
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 Nani?
Anyways, so this guy at work that's always like that he's Mexican, but he just turned to Islam like a couple years ago, and you know I'm just working doing my own thing, and then he'd be like, he's one of those people that likes to talk while we're working, which is you're walking down the aisle with the the jack or whatever and working, and he'd just be like like leaning back talking to me like, oh yeah, like so there's like kind of like like preaching to convert other people to like, and I'm like, you know what, dude, it's good for you, but like I'm good, you know, I don't need to. I don't need to like, and I'm more of like, you know, I'm not gonna like be rude about it and be like, you want to talk about it, whatever. Like, I'm just doing my job right now. But yeah, he because I told him, oh yeah, you can get 2 wives, right? And then he's like, oh yeah, but you have to make a certain amount of money, or whatever. And I was like, oh, okay. That's how I found out about that. But yeah, no, I mean, and it's funny. There's this other person, but he's very Christian. He's from the Solomon Islands. He's like he's from there, and he's very religious. And see them arguing at one time. It is just funny. You see this guy talk. It's like these guys just like arguing about what's better, and I'm like, no, dude. Because this other guy from the Solomon Islands, he would fucking have like during like break at work, they would go to the back or whatever and have like a little bit of a almost like a mini like church meeting, kind of like, you know, like you sit down and talk about it. And I was like, bro, what are you guys doing? Like, at work? Get this like shit out of here, dude. And it was a couple guys that would go and do that, and I was like, good, dude.
To each their own.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if I would be doing. I mean, I guess technically it's break, so you can do whatever you want. I mean, with it.
Yeah, I always tell people, if your religion makes you happy and it brings you comfort, by all means do it. But if it interferes or you try to force it into my life, absolutely not.
Yeah, facts.
Yeah, like my wife's family, they use religion as a justifier for being a dick like half the time, and then on the weekends they're like, oh, but we're gonna go to church. I'm like, but that doesn't work out. Like, that doesn't make sense.
Yeah, like all those people that back in the day that would be like, go to church and then they come home to their sleeps, clean their house and shit.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, nothing like the good old days.
Yeah, dude, the Lord forgave me, so everything's okay,
Yeah,
dude.
dude.
Yeah.
True.
We move past that.
All right, I got a question.
All right.
Do you bother? So like, let's say you start a new job. Do you bother making coworkers into friends at all? Is that something like
a new job?
subconsciously like have in the back of your head?
I used to.
Or are you there just to
Not
work?
anymore.
Like, how do you behave, and how do you go about your day at work?
First of all,
Depends on your job.
it depends on the job. Yeah, true. But if you're barely starting out, there's no intention to turn coworkers into friends. You're just working. Like, if you see...
Well, yeah, but I'm saying, like, okay, here. Let's say, down the line, would it be your goal, while being in the back of your head, that, you want to,
like, intentional?
Yeah, like, not just build that coworker, the friendly, like, friendish relationship with coworkers, but would you bother, taking it a step further and like actually trying to build that into a friendship outside of work?
I think it depends on. Sorry, go ahead.
I wouldn't do it intentionally. Like, with Oscar, it was just a spur of the moment kind of thing.
You just got groomed.
With
you true.
I mean, we already exposed this. You groomed Oscar.
Yeah, you
It's
did.
not even...
Actually
That's fake news.
true.
How does it feel
Anyway.
to be groomed, Oscar?
It feels weird.
We're gonna have a
like-
grooming episode with Oscar and have yours.
Bro, you're all
What?
groomers. What do you
What?
mean, dude? Anyway.
All I remember is fucking Luis going to me, hey, you like Filthy Frank? I'm like, yeah. He's like, oh, so does Caesar. You should go talk to him. I'm like, okay.
Damn.
Damn.
And
Damn, wingman.
that's how you're a wingman.
Yeah.
Ben should have taken notes.
That's amazing.
If you had taken Luis with you, then
Yeah.
Ben cooked
Damn.
Oscar.
Well, Ben can go ask Luis.
That's amazing.
But
Rest
anyway,
in peace.
what about you?
Well, I don't think it. I think it just like Caesar said, it just depends. Because some people you can be friends with, and it also depends on the type of person that you are in your current friendships. Because I feel like sometimes there's only so much time you have, like to actually have a friendship. If you're talking like, oh yeah, it's like the type of friendship where you're just gonna be like, oh yeah, we're gonna hang out every once in a while, whatever. And yeah, I mean that's fine. But like an actual friendship, going into that, it depends a lot of whether you already have a lot of friendships, like actual friendships, like, because it's gonna take some time, and also if you're just starting Yeah, I don't think that's where your focus should be at.
No, but I'm saying is like is it something in the back of your head, down the line?
Oh no, I mean I haven't started a new job in like 7 years, so no, I wouldn't. And it wasn't like that either before. I was there to get the bag.
And he's still getting the bag.
That's what I'm there for, dude. My job is my job, and I get there and I do my shit, and then when I don't want to be there, I'm out.
Yeah. First question you ask yourself: are they racist?
And if
That's
so, that's the friend. Right, Caesar?
Yeah.
No, for me, I used to make friends like everywhere I went. And then I think I like eventually learned to stop because I dated somebody at one of my old jobs and then it didn't work out.
That's a big yikes.
And then she ended up quitting.
What?
She ended up quitting because she was a bitch. And
I
then
remember that one.
no, you didn't. Oh, you might have actually. That was when we met. And that was when I worked at Krispy Kreme.
Yeah.
Then
Then
one
you
of
did
them. You already know.
That's
Flavor
what-
Flav.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. Is that what you gave him a nickname? Yeah. You were calling him a nickname.
Oh, he was giving me that glaze.
You called them
backstage.
Flavor Town?
Yeah. He took me to
Yeah.
Flavor Town every night.
Is that what you gave free donuts to?
Yeah.
Anyway.
No wonder those were extra glazed.
Yeah. Just the one that was cream filled.
I was friends with this girl I worked at Coffee Bean, and she used to like to drink a lot and do like a white powdery drug that went up your nose, and I didn't like that. And I remember she would send me like Snapchats and shit of her like doing these things, and I'm like, hey, that makes me uncomfortable. Can you not do that? And then she still she's even though she said like, okay, yeah, sorry, like she still proceeded to do that day time after time, and I ended up removing her from my social media, and she got mad. And I was like, dude, I set a boundary and you crossed it. I was like, I'd rather not. And then this other girl that we knew at work, she was mad because we didn't want to be friends with her outside of work. But I was like, dude, you're unpleasant as hell to work with at work. Why would I want to carry that on to like my outside life? And since then I was like, you know what, maybe this is not the time. And ever since then I've just kind of not really wanted to include people. And the one time I decided to make an exception for this like 52-year-old woman when I worked at Amazon Fresh. Apparently she was talking shit on me behind my back to my employees. But then my employees, they liked me better, so they came and told me like, hey, she's saying this, this, and this. I'm like, really? I was like, okay, that's fine. And I found out it was just she was jealous that she sucked at her job. She had been a manager a year before I even got promoted. And I still, like, whenever she needed help, she came to me with questions. So I think it was just a hate thing, and I was like, you really can't have your coworkers as friends. I'm like, it's just, I was like, coworkers are coworkers. Your friends are people you meet outside of work, obviously.
Except for that like, 1 in a million.
Yeah, except for that 1 in a million. And
And then they become your wife.
yeah, and then she became my wife. But at that point, it was just a group meeting. Like, it was just like a department, like, outing. Like, it was a work event.
Oh yeah, I think you're.
And like, they're like, oh, we want to go to the beach, we want to go to the pool. I'm like, all right, cool. So we're gonna go out and do these things, and we would have burgers and have events and shit. And then that's where like we ended up actually meeting and getting along, and eventually we started hanging out by ourselves, and then we started clapping cheeks, and now we're married. So yeah, romance is alive.
Who was clapping whose cheeks?
You already know who is.
You already know.
See, who has the biggest chicks here? That's how
Yeah,
you do
dude,
it.
I want
Yeah.
cooked
True.
it for a
Those
reason.
chicks are clapping. Dude.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
not
Kula
the way
sounds
you're
like-
thinking.
He's getting.
The Great American Challenge.
Oh, God. God damn.
No.
13 inches.
What about. Wait, did Oscar already answer?
No, he's
No.
next.
No.
He's next.
So friendships at work, like I feel it depends on the kind of job too, because right now I feel like there's a big difference between I want to say like office jobs. There's an office environment. There's a blue collar environment. There's a fucking retail environment. There's different environments depict like people, I would say. But right now in my current work area, it's like everybody's old, like old people. My coworkers are fucking in their 50s or 50s, dude. 50s, early 60s. So it's like it'd be pretty hard to make any of them like my friends. You know, maybe like some of the guys maybe would go out to like a bar or something. Like I know one of the maintenance guys. You know, he's like, "Hey, yo, you want to go to like a titty cafe?" I'd be like, "I'm actually down." So I'd do that. You know, it wouldn't be like a friend thing. It'd be more like just hanging out after work,
Casual
whatever.
hanging out, yeah, that's normal.
You know.
That's what I was trying to get at. Like, if it's actual friendships, depends a lot of like whether you have the time for that.
Mm-hmm.
Because like sometimes you don't.
Yeah.
But if it's just let's go out to drink, sure.
Sure,
It's not
you know.
really. I wouldn't call that a friendship. It's more
No.
like an acquaintance.
Yeah, he's an acquaintance. You know, an
Acquaintance.
acquaintance.
What is that word?
An
Acquaintance.
acquaintance.
Yeah.
An acquaintance.
Yeah, because real friends that hold your hands, dude.
A
God,
Real friends hold your
God,
cock
no.
when you're
Oh,
taking
real
a
friend.
piss.
For real though.
Real friends cross streams.
Caesar won't touch my hand.
Ah,
He gets scared. He sucks my hand all the time.
All right, Brian, you're next. What's your opinion on this?
I feel like I'd want to try and build that bridge, but then a part of me is like, I don't give a fuck about you. Like, I don't want to bother fucking taking this into like outside of work. But I think ultimately it depends how well I get along with that person.
Yeah.
Because I've had maybe like 2 people who I became friends with out of work. Disgusting.
God damn.
But yeah.
What about this?
2 people outside of work and they're still friends or not?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I still like talk to them and
Your boomer friends or
no.
not
Gabriel?
Might as well be a boomer.
No,
dude.
I
He's
still
already
talk
lost
to
his
them
ear.
outside of work, especially since I left. But
Oh, you been talking about the last one?
yeah, my previous job.
Yeah.
I still keep in touch with them.
That's cool.
Try to hang out whenever I can, but it's getting even more difficult, because everyone's schedule doesn't align properly
Yeah.
That's the biggest
for
thing.
some time.
Mm-hmm.
So Gabriel, I'm gonna throw some gluten heavy bread at him
He'll eat it
and then die.
and then die,
He'll eat it to a certain dominance.
or he'll eat it and then fucking blow up the toilet.
True.
I'm gonna throw cheese at him.
Yeah. Okay, that's valid.
I mean, I try to, like, dude, sometimes I feel like such an asshole sometimes because I've had instances where people would, like, try to be, like, friendly and, like, try to build that bridge. They do the bridge building,
Mm-hmm.
but I just, like, shut that down, like, immediately. Like, they'll be like, oh, it would start like, hey, let's go get some drinks after work. And then, hey, you want to hang out, want to come, do this. And I'm like, no.
No.
I mean, you're like, no, you're black.
My coworkers are like that. Like, cause we work in the trade. Like we'll be gay all day. Like all day.
Wait, what?
Like
Okay, so
like,
they're
like
fucking
they
at
call
work.
me. They're like they call me like to get up and I answer phone. I'm like, hey, daddy, what's up? He's like, hey, slut. I'm like, what's up? He's like, hey, I need 2 C900 pipes. I'm like, all right, cool, daddy. I was like, I'll get it to you by the end of the day. He's like, all right, thanks.
That's not normal, dude.
Bro,
You know
that's
what?
normal, dude.
I talked to Luis about it. He said it was fine.
That's normal, dude. Luis
Yeah.
records the fucking conversations they have at work, dude. It's wild as fuck.
Yeah.
They be
That's
talking about
gay,
like their
dude.
dicks and shit, and they're like, "Oh, y tus huevos bien calientes, güey. Ay, no mames. Me los vas a sobar." Sí,
Just
papi, si quieres.
because it
Like,
happens, just
that's
because
how
it
it
happens
was.
doesn't mean it's normal, dude.
It's normal in the
Dude,
trade,
It's normal in the
bro.
trade.
That's
yeah.
just how it is.
Dude, that's just. There's a lot of gay guys like in there, dude. I don't know. I
in
wouldn't be
construction, it's
joking about
fucking
it.
funny, dude.
I wouldn't be joking.
Have you
about
seen
it,
the
unless you
videos
wanna
of
get
where they
pegged
like
again.
grab their shirt and they tuck it in and they like tie it and they're like
God.
standing around like dancing and shit while doing cement?
Yeah.
Like it's just this is the vibe. That's just how it is.
Yeah, it
Dude,
is.
we don't tolerate that shit.
I don't
And this is
know.
work
My
environment, so you better cut that shit
literally
out.
like my second day, I met one of the foremen. He's like, "How big do you think this pipe is?" I was like, I don't know, 8 inches." He's like, "Oh, yeah, that seems about right." What the fuck, man? Like, second day, like he's just like, "Yeah, that seems about right." I'm like, "Cool." I just put it to his crotch.
Yeah,
too.
you know what? That's sexual harassment, dude.
You know what? I laughed and I'm not reporting
True.
it. So eat my ass.
That's sexual harassment.
Dude, let's talk about
You're
sexual harassment at the
Dude,
workplace.
there you go.
dude.
Javier is a walking red
Ben,
flag.
Ben.
I've been
Osvaldo.
oh,
Should we bring
by
Osvaldo
old
on as a
women.
special guest?
Get
We're
reported.
like, what did you do to get fired?
All right. Well, what are your Sexual harassment
Oh my
experiences.
god, we're not gonna talk about
Brian. Brian.
it. All right, fine. Let's talk about it real quick, and then we can end it.
So
Right
I've been
there.
sexually
Oh my.
Ooh.
It's essayed.
by
don't wanna
by
get banned.
older women at Walmart, dude.
Oh no.
How old?
They're like in their 40s and 50s.
Oh my.
They wanted a big, strong man to help them, or what?
Yeah.
That sounds
One of them
right.
was like an old like Asian chick.
Damn, she was
And
like,
she started like grabbing me and shit, and I was like, she was like grabbing me like in the shoulders and the neck and all this other stuff. And then she started like
all this other stuff.
She grabbed your
fucking like
genitals?
she eventually got there.
oh,
She like got super fucking touchy feely with me, like because we were in the back room doing what was it called? We were sorting
Doing the
clothes,
thing.
Uh-huh.
and since like after the trucks are loaded, there's like nobody there. It's whoever is in charge of doing clothes that day.
Uh-huh.
So it was just me and her, and she had just like started like talking to me about like some fucking sexual shit, and keep in mind like this, like I just barely like probably like 4 months after graduating fucking high school,
Mm-hmm.
so like I didn't have any of this in mind.
yikes.
So she like started like coming up from behind me, like grabbing me and shit after like the conversation, started rubbing me down like I said, started grabbing my dick my dick and my balls. And she started fucking like kissing me too. I was like, oh, I don't know what to do.
I wanted that egg roll.
Oh, yeah. And it was twice. It was when she left, there was this other older lady. She was like in her 50s, I think. But you could definitely tell like she was a lot older. And the same thing, like she got like a little bit too close sometimes during like break, like because we could have our breaks anywhere pretty much, as long as the fucking managers aren't around. We could just say we already had our break or just stuff like that. But we would have our breaks in random spots, and there was this a spot in the break room where we do the chemical. What is it called when you do like a spill and you have to clean it up and you have to sort it in the back? It's like a chemical.
Containment.
I forgot the name for it.
Chemical cleanup.
Chemical, something like that. Where you have to sort it, label it, stuff like that. Throw it away. But I was sitting down, and I was just on my phone, and I was like fucking like man spreading my legs all the way and shit.
As you do.
And she got there doing her chemical cleanup from some shit that people dropped in the fucking mall. I mean the store. And she like eventually like started getting closer and closer to me while I was on my phone. And then it got to the point where like she was like grinding her fucking ass on my dick for like a good 3 minutes. And I kept like trying to back away, but she kept getting closer and closer until it's like she sat on me, and I was like, nope. I got up and just started walking away.
Yes.
Oh, that's unfortunate, dude.
It'd be like that, dude.
Did HR ever find out?
For them to find out, dude, you have to.
I didn't
report it,
know
dude.
what to do, so like I didn't talk about it
You
at
just
all.
quit?
I eventually quit. Like it got to the point where like because she kept talking to me like about like sexual stuff, and I was like, I don't want to deal with this anymore. So I just quit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck.
You would have had a fat ass like case. That's definitely creepy. Cause I'm sure there was cameras.
In the back room and chemical section, no, I don't think so. But I think maybe in the floor, there wasn't as many cameras as there is now because the store manager didn't change until like recently.
Damn.
Until like the point where I quit, almost is when they started switching store managers or general manager, whatever it was called. But yeah,
Yeah,
Valid.
it's unfortunate.
yeah.
All right. Anybody else like to share any stories about that?
I haven't experienced any
Yeah,
of that.
so
No.
I'm pretty good on that.
There was a guy at Amazon that was sexually assaulting the women or being
No,
creepy.
we're talking about us, dude.
personal.
Oh, us?
You're the
No.
victim, dude.
Oh no, I'm not the victim.
I mean,
I'm chilling.
the person you groomed.
Yeah.
Oh,
What about that?
Oh my god! Why are you guys like this?
I didn't include my wife just because she's younger than me.
God damn.
Yeah, that's what they call it these days.
You know, like Ben.
We're not gonna talk about that.
He
either.
gets too close, man. He gets too close.
Dude, that's what happens dude, when you're too comfortable. Dude. You gotta stop being gay with Ben. That's
What do you mean, dude? He's the
Damn,
one.
he gets
being
closer.
gay,
He's like,
dude.
oh, I dropped my dough.
No.
Dude, I saw it firsthand, dude.
No, dude, no.
I saw it
dude.
firsthand. You guys are gay as fuck.
Bro. Remember that one time I actually caught Ben on, in 4K, him asking the gay ass fucking question, dude. He asks me shit like that every fucking day I work with him, dude.
I don't know, dude.
He's like, hypothetically, and I'm like,
Yeah, I'm like,
it's not
no, Ben.
hypothetical anymore.
No, it's still fucking gay, dude. Jesus Christ. No, I do not want to suck girl cock, Ben. Fuck's sake.
He's like, not
man.
even one time.
No,
Like,
Ben.
just try
I
it.
don't want to theoretically.
He's saying shit like that. Yeah.
Fucking dog.
It's like, are you sure, dude?
Is
Like
it
not even
theoretically?
not even the tip. I'm like, Ben, shut the fuck
Damn.
up. And then when
Ben
I
is
pull
a
my
closeted gay.
fucking phone out to record, he just walks away. I'm like,
Bro, you sure do that? Theoretically, would you though? Would you?
Next time, just like, I'm gonna get you like a polo or something and put your phone in your tit pocket. Just have a recording. By the time he walks up, he'll be like, so. If
Theoretically,
you saw a black transgender person, like, he'd probably say some out of pocket shit
And
like
then
that. Like,
sues for
And
harassment.
He's
Just
like, "What you love,
stockpile a
midget?"
bunch of
Like,
videos.
fuck.
True. All right. Well.
Shout out to Ben.
Yeah.
Yeah, shout out to Ben.
shout out to that.
A real one. All right. Well.
It's gonna be villainized.
All right. Well, I
Have
think
to wait until he
Weaponized.
watches this.
we can probably move on from that. And,
What's the next one, dude?
now we're.
Yeah.
I think we're done for today. We had some good topics today. It's been good. We're a little over 2 hours right now, so.
Oh shit.
Damn.
No, I mean literally just over 2 hours, like 2 hours and a minute and a half.
Okay,
Mm.
cool, cool.
We're good.
We're good.
Yeah,
I think
that's good enough.
it's a good time to stop, and shouldn't be too much editing really. So we're good.
There was nothing too out of pocket this episode.
Yeah, no, not really. Nothing crazy. I'll double check, but nothing crazy. I mean, if we get struck again.
Struck by the might of Zeus.
Yeah, but yeah, I think it's been a good episode, and I think it's a good time to stop. So I'll see you guys next week. Anybody want to say anything else before we cut it off?
No glove, no love.
Damn Daniel.
Deuces.
Bye, I love you.
I see you guys later.
Gay.